Lose yourself in the music, the music, the music, and the noises. Fuck you.
Son of a bitch.
And that's it, boys. $500 easy. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! The fuck, Xwing? Did you end it early?
What?
Did you touch it?
No.
Okay, all right. Might have been my fault then. You guys ready?
No. Ready.
Oh,
I need another. That's good stuff.
Yeah, good morning.
Y'all weren't wrong. I'm enjoying this shit. It's good stuff.
how often do you do it?
About daily, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
It becomes
Let's
ritualistic.
go. You're like, do I want a cup of coffee or do I just need some smelling salts? Or
Just a good
both.
snorty.
Or both.
Right, just
a little
both.
sniffy.
Yeah.
Wakes you right up.
Oh yeah.
I love these things, man. I don't
It's
know
good
who
stuff.
I was. I don't know who I was before I started doing smelling salts. I was a
Slow
fraud. I was a phony. Now I'm real. Now I'm alive. Before I was make believe. Before
Yep.
smelling salts.
I mean that last sniff, I got like 12 new chest hairs at least.
Fuck yeah, man. That should have put hair on your chest for sure, man. Absolutely. Imagine grilling a steak. Imagine grilling a steak and you take some of these and you just put it on top.
Probably not. Maybe on that one.
Listen, you might get stomach cancer, but
You
you'll
might
be
die.
extra manly.
100%. Very true.
Holy smokes, what is up, chat? Welcome into another episode of Bro Science, episode 49. We did, unfortunately, miss last week.
Yep. First one. Wait,
Our first one we skipped.
is this 50?
This is 49.
Oh, thank God.
This is 49.
Okay.
Which, by the way, next week for Wednesday, I'll be in Vegas. So
Oh my God.
we're going to need to do Bro Science on Monday or something. Is that cool?
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
We're going to need to do Bro Science on Monday next week because...
Man, we're going to do 50 on an off day?
Yeah, I mean, we can't skip 2 out of 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We can't do that. We can't do that. We're going to have to do 50 on a Monday.
Or we could skip a week and just cook something really special up.
No, because then again, I'm still going to be in California. We're going to have to do it on Monday again.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, we're going to have to go back-to-back Mondays for 50 and 51.
Wow.
Because I'm going to be in Vegas in California. Because
Very
literally
gay.
a week from today, I am flying into Vegas for the Nerdrotics Geeks and Gamers meetup.
Yeah.
So you're not going anymore.
No, I have to go to Boston.
I'm not
I
going
don't want to
either.
go
I
to
know.
Boston.
What the fuck, man? I'm gonna be
I
all
know.
alone. I'm gonna be all alone out there, just sitting at the
Stupid
Wheel of
jobs.
Fortune machine. Just
Responsibilities.
I'm just gonna be winning money on the Wheel of Fortune machine, just pulling that lever with the beer in my hand,
Yeah.
and just all alone by
I just
myself.
imagine like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Like Beardo's got the cigarette with the hat and the
A
shade.
cigarette. I'm
Working
gonna have the blue transparent visor, like the extra big blue see-through visor, with a cigarette in my mouth. What are we gonna do? Bro Science, episode 49. How's it going, everybody? I am your humble host, FearTheBeardo, the 9-time Pokemon League champion. I don't care who you are on the internet. It will not be disputed. You cannot take that away from me. I am the 9-time Pokemon League champion. And I am joined by my co-host, Sir Xwing. What's up, Xwing?
How's it going, everybody? I'm Xwing. I'm 33, and I never learned how to fucking read.
Me too. At least that's what the internet tells me. Yeah. What have you been up to, Xwing?
I've been terminally online for like the past fucking 3 months. And
Longer than that, brother.
Yeah, maybe it has been a lot longer than that. And
Way longer than that.
I'm just I think today, post Bro Science, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go put a Wagyu tri-tip on the barbecue. I'm gonna light up a fat cigar and go get myself a nice bourbon and just enjoy a little bit of sunshine. Get some vitamin D and ground myself. You know what I mean?
Touch some grass, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Maybe I'll watch some old rodeo videos and be like, man, you remember when you weren't fat and disgusting? Let's get back to that.
Old rodeo videos of yourself?
Yeah.
That's gay.
Yeah, it's kind of gay, isn't it?
That's gay. That's like
Probably
me pulling up my high school
baseball
football
vids.
highlights. Oh, gay.
You can rewatch snowboarding videos. I've got old snowboarding videos. You can do that because that's like watching a skate video. That's fine.
Sure, that's a little bit better.
Yeah,
it's
less
a
gay.
little bit better. It's better than watching yourself ride another mammal.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you out manly bull riding though?
That's true.
No, I mean bull riding's fine. It's manly, but you're watching yourself ride another mammal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
snowboarding's better.
Okay.
I mean, at least, to play devil's advocate, it's a mammal that's trying to kill you.
Right.
So, there's some leeway there. There's some gray area for sure.
I can agree. Moving on.
Yeah. What's up, Blaine from Criticless? Welcome back, man.
what's up? Thanks. Yeah. Glad to be back as always. I tell you guys, I always look forward to this show. I get to cut loose and I don't have to feel like I'm not going to say some shit that I'm going to get in trouble for. So,
Hell yeah, man, dude. Bro Science is the best, huh?
Yeah.
it is. It
Dude,
really
Bro
is.
Science, and of course we will recognize Bro Science is kind of birthed from High Tea. High Tea walked so Bro Science could run. So shout out to Drunk 3PO, even though he's gay.
Shout
Shout out to Jay, sorry. For High Tea and Bro Science and everything. But dude, there's not another show like Bro Science. Like, it's chill. We don't talk about politics. We rarely talk about pop culture. We might get into it, touch a little bit about stuff that we're excited about, but we're not really bitching about current Hollywood or entertainment or anything. We just have fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time. So shout out to Blaine. Thanks for being here. And boobs. Taylor Mathis. What? We'll get to her. Amanda Allen with a 10-month recommitment. Good evening. Good afternoon, everyone. Have a blessed evening. Thank you, Amanda Allen. Shout out. Thank you for the 10 months. Cheryl Gopin with a 10. Hello to the amazing bro scientist. And Blaine, looking forward to another stellar episode. Can't believe it's almost been a year. Love you guys.
That's wild.
Thank you, Cheryl Gopin. Unfortunately, we did miss our very first week last week. So technically, when it is a year, we'll be 1 week behind.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Thank you, Cheryl Gopin, for the $10. Holy smoke, Trickies! Trickies thoughts with a 5 gifted FearTheBeardo memberships. Thank you.
Shout out Tricky.
Thank you, Trickies. Thundarius with a $5. Hold on.
Weak.
I didn't have much.
Save it.
Thundarius with a 5 says Beardo X Gay and Lore Master. Started making content this week with the smelling salts.
Ooh.
Absolutely insane. Also, Ready to Rumble is my favorite movie.
Very nice.
Shout out, man. Shout
What's
out.
up, Thundarius?
Thank you, Thundarius, for the $5. You freaking legend. How long is this one going to last?
Oh, God.
or with a $1. Thank you. Or
That was an hour last night.
It was too much.
Yeah.
It was too much.
I was
Margaret
trying to
Riggle
figure
with
out
an
what was
11
happening on my
months.
Yeah.
What was that?
I was trying to figure out what was happening on my feed when that popped off. I missed it last night, and I was like, "Oh my God, what did he do?"
Yeah.
Just-
Or.
It was from
an
last
hour.
week. It was from last week.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, last week is when it was birthed. Last night was the meme. Just don't try to understand it. It makes it easier.
Just
It
let
makes it
happen.
easier. Margaret Riggle with an 11 months. I feel more powerful, capable, and skillful because of bro science. So carry on, you sexy scientist. Make more. Make me more. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey,
More Wrigley.
hey. I'll make you something, Margaret Riggle, huh?
Whoa, HR nightmare. I'm staying out of that one. You go, girl.
How you doing? Thank you, Margaret Riggle, for the 11 months. Eagles Mets with a 19. Wait, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Biggles?
The Biggles? Sidecar?
Biggles Mets? In
Wow.
my chat?
Wow.
In my chat, Biggles?
How are the Mets
Well,
doing this year?
How are the Mets? They fucking blow. They fucking
Oh, that's
suck.
right.
But guess what?
Go Yankees.
Guess what? Your Anaheim Angels are number 1 in the American League.
What?
Number 1. We're 7-3, the best winning percentage in the entire American League. Your Anaheim Angels.
Give it a week.
Oh, it's not going to last for long, but I'm going to fucking rub it in while they're at the
Old
top.
stinky strikeout Trout's just gonna drop the ball.
Stop it. He's having himself a year. Good old Trout, he's having himself a year. But yeah, man, the Angels are playing some good ball right now. Shout out to Biggles Mets with the 19 months. Side card is here. Now accepting all praise. Also, Schedule 1 is fun. I need to play more.
Mhm.
Schedule 1's great, man. It just...
Yeah.
I get it. I get too sucked in.
Yep.
I
Hard
get
to
too
interact
sucked
with
in,
chat when you're
man.
dealing so many drugs.
Dude, it is because you're on a timer. It's hard to interact with the chat, man. And it's like you're dealing drugs, and it's like it makes me just want to like pound the beers
Yeah.
while I'm doing that. It's a very degenerate game, and it's like when you're doing degenerate stuff, it's like I want to fucking pound some beers.
We're
and I
doing
wanna,
this. We're doing this, and Chad is like, "What are you up to?"
Yeah, we're
I'm
doing
like,
this
"I'm
like
making
we're on the keyboard and mouse doing this, and I'm doing this, and then I'm back to doing this, and it's like, what's the chat doing? Schedule 1's crazy, man, but it's a good time. Thank you, Biggles, for the 19 months. We have a big one here. Gabby with a $20 super chat. Evening, darling guys. My birthday is on Sunday.
Hey,
Let's
Happy
go.
birthday.
happy birthday!
Happy birthday to Gabby. My birthday is on Sunday. I will turn 48. Shut up. Stop it, Gabby. You're turning 28.
Doesn't
Stop
look a
it.
day over 25.
No, seriously, Gabby. Why are you lying to us? You're turning 28. Gabby's turning 28 on Sunday. Life has been very hard for the last 3 years. Little things like bro science can make you feel less lonely. Xwing, none of you are disgusting.
What?
Cheers to the 3 of you.
What? Why did I get targeted?
Xwing, none of you are disgusting. Thank you, Gabby, and happy birthday to Gabby. And
Happy
thank you for
birthday,
the
Gabby.
$20. Kelly Paulson with an 11 months. Bro Science is the bomb. Hey, you sexy man. Hey,
Hey, Kelly,
Kelly,
Hey,
how
how you doing? I like those glasses. Nice glasses. Oh, excuse me. All right. Well, we should get into our first topic of the week here. Our first topic, as always, is our signature Bro Science artwork of the week, provided by our very own
There it
lovely,
is.
very pretty Elfie in the chat. Says,
Nice.
let's go. Wednesday Bro Science holiday is today. Really great topics, lots of fun, great guests, and the hottest boys. See you in the best chat with the Beardies. I hope FearTheBeardo hasn't been confused again. Yes, last week there was a little bit of a. Last week was busy. But yeah, so this is from 2 weeks ago when we reviewed Green Street Hooligans. So we got Elijah Wood here, Charlie Hunnam. I'm wearing double hats. I did that the entire episode.
Yeah, you did.
I did that the entire episode.
By the way,
Double
speaking
hats
of,
here.
I have talked to who got all of your merch, and we have arranged a situation. I'm sending them some free merch. They're gonna send you your merch. It's coming from somewhere up north. It's a whole crazy scenario, but
okay,
that's what I get for being a dumbass. So
there you go.
Cool. Can't
All's
wait.
well that ends well.
All's
right.
well. Shout out to Elfie. Thank you for the Bro Science artwork, Green Street Hooligans, and the Bro Science calligraphy. And of course, we cannot forget the most important part. Elfie in her black leather dress with the boobs.
Why is Blaine's doing the old demure, doomy, very shy girl?
I know. Elfie always catches me like I've realized that I put my hands on my face a lot, and she always catches me.
I like it.
I'm gonna get one on like mewing.
Shout out mewing. Shout out to Elfie. Thank you for the artwork for the week. Holy smokes,
Shout out,
Elfie! You speak, she will come. Elfie with the $50. Hello, Beardo, or. Hello, Xwing and Blaine. Always a pleasure to see you. You know I love you. And the chat with the greatest beardies. Let's fucking go. And thank you, Elfie, for the 50.
Shout out, Elfie.
I see Chris Karan's crying in the chat because I didn't read his super chat. So let's get it.
Oh boy.
What's up, Chris Karan with the 2? Says Rita Mammal. Rita a mammal? What I say to the wife sometimes?
Ride a mammal.
Ride a mammal? Ride a mammal?
Yeah.
Ride a mammal?
There were some typos, admittedly.
Come on, Chris. Thank you, Chris Karan, for the $2. Ride a mammal is what I say to the wife sometimes. That's
I'm
a
gonna
good
try
one.
that out. Yeah.
That's a good one. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. I want you to ride a mammal.
Ooh. Take that to the bank.
Yeah. Thank you. Biggles with the 2 says, sorry, Beardo, I won't be in Vegas. Biggles, what the fuck, man?
Come on, man.
Fuck,
You're better
Biggles.
than that.
You're not far. Biggles, you're not far. What are you doing, man? I'm going to be in Vegas. Dude, I'm looking forward to a lot of things in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to gambling, drinking wherever and whenever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Hot chicks.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm looking forward to the most, In-N-Out.
That's wild.
Really?
Oh,
that's
dude.
wild.
He clearly missed our conversation last week at Xwing.
Yeah, I think you missed that one.
You need cookout, man. You need cookout in your life. It's far
wanna
superior.
Wait,
to
last week, where was I?
Oh crap! It's trash day.
What were you guys
Shit.
doing? What were you guys doing?
On our stream actually, and
On Monday Hangover?
No, on Thursday night. It's on Criticless cast. He popped in, and we were we were debating In-N-Out versus Cookout. So
where was my link?
He hopped in the chat. I'll send you a link. We can have you
Okay.
hop in.
Jeez.
Yeah. No, he popped in on the chat, and we were trash talking In-N-Out a little bit. So
what the hell? In-N-Out is. Have you ever had In-N-Out?
I have. I had it last time I went to Vegas. Actually,
Did you have animal style?
I did. I'm telling you, we need to get you over to North Kakalaki, get you into a cookout, and I'm telling you, it'll blow your mind, dude. I'm telling you.
I don't know if I believe you.
Hey,
In-N-Out is the best fast food burger. It's the best. Nothing even comes close. Nothing comes close.
I don't know.
Culver's and Five Guys is a second or third. In-N-Out is number 1. And I don't think it's close.
We got to get you into a cookout, man. It's like char grilled. It's actually on a grill. It's next level, man. And their trays, you can get for a side. You could get like a quesadilla or a corn dog.
See, now, that's not a burger joint then. That's not a burger joint. That's not a burger joint. In-N-Out sells burgers.
It's
burgers.
Yeah.
No corn dogs, no specialty items, no hot dogs or anything. It's just burgers and fries and milkshakes. In-N-Out's number 1. In-N-Out's king. I'm going to be in Vegas for 3 days. I'm getting In-N-Out every day. Maybe multiple times,
Mm.
maybe several times. In-N-Out's number one. And I seen somebody who was at Highlander says Whataburger's better. Just tell me that you don't know. Just tell me that you don't know what you're talking about without saying it. Okay. I've had Whataburger several times in Texas. Okay. In Texas, in Dallas, and San Antonio. I've had Whataburger. Whataburger is on the same level as your McDonald's and Wendy's.
Oh,
yes.
that's some shade. It's better than that. It's better.
Carl's Jr. and Hardee's is better than Whataburger.
Now it does feel like it's kind of on that same par as like Carl's Jr., Hardee's type of thing. There's a vibe in there.
Yeah.
It's a similar vibe.
Whataburger's like McDonald's, Carl's Jr., Wendy's, Burger King.
Oh, Carl's Jr. is a step up from McDonald's.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
In-N-Out is the next level. In-N-Out is the peak. And then you got your Culver's, Five Guys.
With the freaking order from Cookout, you'd be like, In-N-Out blows.
I'm telling you, bro.
I don't know.
A corn dog is a side.
Right.
Yeah, but then it's not a burger. It's not a burger joint.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
No, it's not. If you're selling hot dogs and corn dogs, that ain't a burger joint.
I don't know how to talk to you right now. There's a breakdown in communication, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to say to you.
Listen, if you're a burger joint, you're selling burgers and fries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Burgers and fries. You're a burger joint.
Mm-hmm. So is Sonic a burger joint?
Right. You just declassified Sonic, bro.
Sonic's terrible, bro.
Is it a burger joint?
Sonic is fucking terrible. I'd rather have Whataburger than Sonic.
Oh,
dude, I had Sonic last week and it gave me the diarrheas. It was fine. It was good. It was fine.
I got the foot-long coney chili dog with some jalapenos on it.
That's going to come out just guts. Like it went in. Oh, yeah.
In-N-Out's number one. And anyway, it's not even close.
Sorry, I sidetracked us on food again.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
I love talking food.
Oh, dude.
Oh, speaking of food, remind me later. I got a video about some new food that I gotta show you guys later.
Hell yeah.
Remind me. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget chat.
Yeah.
So chat, if you guys remember, a few weeks ago, we were looking for the Melania Trump lookalike.
Oh, yeah.
We were searching far and wide for the Melania Trump lookalike. I found her.
Okay.
I found her. And here she is in all of her glory, man. This is a woman.
What's her name?
Sophia Loren. Sophia Loren.
Oh my god! Wow, look at
that. This one's right on the edge there.
Right on the nippy. Look, Sophia Loren. Holy smokes! Tell me that this doesn't.
Sophia Loren, was she in West Side Story?
I don't know, but Sophia Loren. This is the Melania lookalike that I was talking about.
What a woman!
Is that not like Melania?
Wow. It is.
Totally, dude. Like, Melania might be a vampire.
I actually want to watch this movie.
My goodness, Peter.
I would like to watch this movie, please.
Holy fuck. I just want... Yeah.
Is that Marriage Italian style? Is that what that is?
Bruv, dude.
Or is that two women?
Bro. I don't know what you just said, Xwing. I'm not paying attention.
It was two different movies.
Yeah. Sophia Loren.
Blessed.
Just classically beautiful. Before they were shoving a bunch of
smokes,
plastic
dude.
into people's faces, just like high cheekbones, gorgeous eyeline.
Gifted.
Yeah.
Gifted. Like, come on, dude.
Look at that freaking thing. Jesus Christmas, get it out of here.
Look at it.
Right on the right spot there, buddy. That's
Yeah, dude. Sophia Loren. So that's her. That's Sophia Loren. That's the Melania lookalike I was trying to find for the life of me a few weeks ago. And we found her.
After hours of searching for wet t-shirt videos, you finally found her.
No, she just came up on my feed.
Beardo went through 748,000 scenes of wet t-shirts and movies and finally found it. It was not an afternoon wasted.
No. Wouldn't be me. Wizard Man with a $2 new Painkiller trailer dropped today. It's tough. New Painkiller.
I don't know what that is.
Is that a movie or a video game? I don't know. I'm not too familiar. Thank you, Wizard Man, for the 2 Painkiller. Shauna Pippin with a 10-month recommitment. Sing us a country song, Beardo, please. Also, my mom's heart catheter test went great last week. Thanks for the good vibes. Hi, Blaine and Xwing. So I was telling the boys before the show started, I can sing some country.
All right, what's the chord progression for that one that you like? Chord progression. What's the song called?
Last Night by Morgan Wallen.
Last Night by Morgan Wallen.
I can sing country. I can. I know I can.
It's C, D, E minor. I'm in the wrong key here. Hold on, I gotta tune it up. You ready for your debut?
Hold on. If you can get the melody right.
I can't wait for the lag on this. It's going to be next level.
I can sing country.
Where'd my pick go? Here we go.
Goody says anyone can sing country. Yeah, but not good. I can sing country good.
Oh yeah, that was it.
That ain't it.
This is the basic. That's the basic chord progression.
That ain't it.
Last Night tab maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The tab.
I don't know.
Go for it. Start singing.
No.
I
need some acoustic in there. Yes. That's it.
Yep.
Da-na-na-na-na. You had it right away.
That's the same as waiting for your call.
All right, once you get it down, we can do it.
9-7. We'll practice it.
Fuck. I was about to do it.
Yeah, I'll have it for you.
No, no. Hold on. All right.
What?
Actually, you know what? We'll grift it. For $100 super chat, we'll do it.
Okay.
For $100 super chat, we'll do it.
I'm going to practice in quiet. We'll
grift it. We'll grift it. Thank you, Shauna Pippin, for the 10 months. SSJ Lalo with the 9 months. Let's freaking go. Was sad about not having bro science last week. Don't ever do it again, Beardo. I'm sorry.
The shame.
I'm sorry. I had some best man duties last week, so I was busy last week, unfortunately. But I don't plan on missing any bro sciences every week, no matter what, even if it's not on a Wednesday. Jose Taco with a 199 says, Blaine, can we change a 10 to awesome and 89 under also?
I think he's talking about our review scale. I think.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had so many people. It's so interesting how particular people are. Now, I am hard and fast on our rating scale because I think it's phenomenal and it can't be beat.
I agree.
So probably the answer is no. But it is really funny that if you are a certain level, not saying this about Taco, but if you're a certain level of autist, the scale can aggravate certain folks because they have very particular ways that they like things. So
right.
As it goes. But yeah, I get what you're saying though. I've had a lot of people also ask if we could go below 0 for very specific instances.
Last night we let the all right. Okay. Thank you, Jose Taco, for the 199. Empty headed with the 199 says Xwing, watch out. I think he wants to replace you with Blaine with no grammar pronunciation.
Xwing, watch out. I think he wants to replace you with Blaine.
Punctuation, yeah.
That was good.
I think
he didn't want to pay the $5, so he's just taking all the spaces out.
Yeah. That's what he did.
If you're going to grift correctly.
Yeah. Thank you, Empty Headed, for the 199. And Jeanette with an 8 months. Hello, boys in chat. Proud beardy since day one. Here's to the next 49. Great show. Great chat community. Love you guys. Okay, enough of the soppy. Let's fucking go. Let's go. I thought you were going to say enough of the sloppy, and there's never enough. There's never enough. Thank you for the 8 months. Boys, have you guys seen this chick? Have you guys seen this? Have you guys seen this influencer?
Whoa!
That's too much.
You can't eat all the Krabby Patties. It'll go straight to your thighs.
People always ask me how do I wipe, so I actually wanted to talk to you about that. I'm opening a job position called the butler.
Bottler.
Did you hear this?
This is
So
wild.
she's like a travel influencer,
This isn't the
and-
boozy lady.
and
Is it?
for like
God, no.
ever since she's been around, ever since she's been an Instagram travel influencer or whatever, like her chat or her comments are always, how does she wipe her ass? How does she wipe her ass for over a year now? How do you wipe your ass? And this is her video talking about it. And she's hiring somebody to do it for her. And she's calling it her butler. Her butler.
People always ask me how do I wipe, so I actually wanted to talk to you about that. I'm opening a job position called the butler. So this butler would travel with me everywhere I go. I'm gonna pay $10K a month, and you just need to know that
10K a month?
I'll do it.
That's 120 grand a year to wipe her ass.
And you get to go to all these places.
Yeah. Sign me up.
Here's
Dude.
how does this happen? Is my question.
Unnaturally, man. And I feel like if that corset were to come off, it would just like explode everything. Just yeesh.
Is she flying private or is she buying 2 seats?
No, I think she flies. She made a video. I'm pretty sure she flies coach.
What?
Yeah. She's made travel videos of her on an airplane. I mean, yeah, she has to buy 2 seats, but she's flying coach.
Like we made fun of this stuff back in the 90s, like the Nutty Professor. We 100% made fun of this.
Yeah,
bro.
That's.
I
feel
you
like
are-
surgery was involved.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Just a little bit.
100% she's enhanced.
I don't know though, dude. Like I see some people out there and they be shaped like that.
Great tits though. Great tits. Just look at the corset up. Great tits. Very pretty.
The scary part is proportionally like this part isn't so bad, but then we just start getting wild quick.
Yeah.
It.
Great tits, and she's very pretty. Okay,
Anyways,
but
I'm really
my
interested.
question to you boys: 120 grand a year. Are you going on vacation with her, living at her house, and wiping her ass for her after she shits for 120 grand a year?
Question for the class. Can we use like one of those trash grabbers?
No, she wants palm. She wants palm.
120 grand though?
120 grand.
I'm gonna say it like the classic movie Grind, and Sweet Lou said it. Sweet Lou cleans no man's poo. So
It's not a man though. And girls don't poop, so really it's 120 grand for free.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now, if I had a day job like a 9 to 5 and I weren't a YouTuber, I'm doing it.
100%.
120 grand a year I'm doing it, bro.
travel with me everywhere I go. I'm gonna pay $10K a month, and you just need to know that it's a lot of work. He will help me.
It's a lot of work.
I'm starting to have regrets.
She didn't need to say that. She did not need to
It's a
say
lot
that.
of work.
Yeah, just so you know, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
lot of sheets.
I like
There's a lot of
tacos.
ass.
$10K a month, and you just need to know that it's a lot of work. He will help me clean the house, cook for me, and drive me.
Okay, there's
Oh.
I'm out.
You have to clean the house, cook. You're her driver, and you gotta wipe her ass.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that.
Fuck. It's like having a toddler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
But of course, the most important thing, he will help me reach places I cannot reach by myself. So if you
Okay. Okay. Keep in mind. How about let's add this caveat to it?
No, the answer is completely moved to no.
You cook, you have to cook, clean, drive, wipe her ass, but you get to fuck her.
No. Oh,
Don't want that either.
no.
I think I'm still doing it.
No.
want to apply, let me know in the comments. People always
I think I'm still doing it, boys.
I like him tall and skinny. I'm an elf guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like elves.
You wouldn't one time?
No.
You're full of shit.
I don't have any interest in
None.
dying that way.
Okay, you're lying. You're lying.
I'm not lying.
Boys, if you guys were single,
Nope.
you would one time.
Mm-mm.
Yes,
No.
you would. Okay.
It's not
well,
my,
you
this
guys
is
are
not my power
lying.
alley. Like at all.
You guys
This
are
is
lying.
so far out of my power alley, actually.
Yeah.
You would have to pay me.
I'm almost certain you guys are lying.
Nope.
I know.
100%
One time you wouldn't?
Hey,
Scouts honor.
listen, yeah.
I don't
everyone
believe
knows
you
around
guys.
here. I'm a cheek man. This is too much. This is
Yeah.
too much for the kingdom, brother. This is that's. Mm-mm.
Oh,
But hey,
100%
plenty of people
is
in the
too
chat
much.
are wanting
A
you to
bunch
just
of people
tag
in
them
chat
in.
are like, nah, dude.
Yeah. It's like I'm seeing a few folks backing you though, so you got some help.
All right, Blaine, you're a cheat guy. Are you a beer guy too? You like beer?
No, yeah,
Love beer.
love beer.
Love beer, love ass.
Hey,
What about beer and ass?
What?
my girl has got a butt plug with a beer opener on it, brother.
That is wild. Well, that's a twist off. So she probably just clenched it, right?
You think?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. 100%.
That's still.
I don't know. That's just gross to me, dude.
all day, every day, 24/7, every single hour and day of the week. Sign me the fuck up. I couldn't
gross,
get
man.
No, I couldn't get enough.
I get it. This one I understand. Like I
Yeah,
understand this one at least, but it's still that's a pooper, bro. Like I'm not eating booty. I'm not putting my beer up a booty. I'm
You've
not
never
wiping
eaten
my steak
booty?
up a booty.
What?
You've never
That ain't
eaten
my
booty, Xwing?
Oh,
Call me a traditional man. I'm sorry.
You've never eaten booty?
maybe
come on, Xwing.
Xwing, you never eaten booty?
maybe once.
Just once? Come on. Yeah.
I
Boys.
just that's
You-
it's not,
boys,
it's not for me.
boys, you drinking that beer?
Oh, I drink it.
Dude,
I
I'm
don't
drinking
know what that thing
I'm drinking 10.
What if she's got like herpes, like butt herpes?
No,
I mean-
no.
The,
Don't
the
stop
mouth
it.
part, that the cap is gone. Now, where did the cap go? Is it still lodged?
She, like,
Let's find it.
At him.
I
Let's
think
see.
she took it out.
Huh?
Did she? Or she just shake it? Yeah,
No.
she took it out right there.
There she goes.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not for me, boys.
Boys, that is that's the life. That's the life. What I'm doing is I'm taking that beer, I'm chugging it, and I'm grabbing another and doing
He
the
busted
same
a
exact
cap
thing.
of that ass.
I just saw that.
Oh,
Boys.
God.
And that is a phenomenal ass. That is a 9.8 ass right there.
I've been trying
Yeah.
to improve my relationship with Jesus.
Dude,
and I just-
look, dude, come on, bro. Slow-mo. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Come on. You're drinking that beer. You're drinking that beer.
Well, and they bring up a good point there, Islander. That's not a real beer. So, I mean, double negative right there. Not only is it now tainted with like full blown poop particles, it's a Michelob Light.
It's a Michelob Ultra. Yeah. I'm drinking that beer 10 times out of 9.
Try a Lagunitas hoppy refresher instead.
Ooh, I love me a Lagunitas. I love Lagunitas.
It's
Great
not
stuff.
alcohol. I'm staying hydrated.
Excuse me, shit. Oh, fuck. Joan Lovelace with a 10. Oh my
Please,
goodness,
he's
watch
dying
out,
of booty hole
Margaret.
disease.
Oh my goodness, watch out, Margaret. Or. Sorry, I had to do it. Fuck. Thank you for the 10.
Shut up.
Red Bear with an 8 months. Hello, boys. Have an awesome stream. Happy 48th birthday, Gabby. Great day to celebrate. I got you by a few. I'll be 69 on Sunday. No!
Whoa! Shout out Red Bear.
Red Bear. Hey,
What a beautiful age.
great age. Great age. Thank you, Red Bear, for the 8 months. Trickies with a $10. Just get quality barbecue if in North Carolina. It is, after all, the only place to really get proper pork barbecue. Vinegar-based sauce for the win. I heard that Missouri, best barbecues in Missouri.
Kansas City?
Anywhere in Missouri.
Yeah.
Missouri's got the best barbecue, from what I've heard.
Like pulled pork, or are we talking like
Anything. Brisket, sausages, pork.
Okay. Because I heard a lot about Texas and went to Texas and was not impressed with their barbecue. I'll stick with my North Carolina barbecue.
Name's fighting words. Hey, I've heard Kansas City as well.
Yeah. Kansas
I
City,
haven't actually heard
Missouri
of Carolinas
apparently
for the barbecue.
has the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, we're pretty known for it. I actually had barbecue last night.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. We have
Nice.
great barbecue.
Yeah, see, Chad is agreeing with me. Kansas City, Missouri barbecue for the win. Yeah.
Nevada's known for like prostitutes. We don't really have anything else. We've got like sagebrush and hookers. That's pretty much all our state is. Like,
Florida, we got a little bit of everything in Florida, but like if you want some good authentic, like international food, it's gonna be like Colombian food, I think, down here in Florida.
Colombia.
Colombian. Yeah. Thank you, Trickies, for the $10. Dean Nelson with a $20. In-N-Out is the best. Let's fucking go. I live in Orlando, but every time I'm out west, I find the nearest In-N-Out and go every day. Beardo is right, fellas. Dean Nelson, you know what the fuck you're talking about.
You
know what you're talking about.
The fries are trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
admit it.
fries are hit or miss, but when they hit, they're bomb as fuck. But they miss more often than they hit.
Once they're completely smothered in Thousand Island fried onions and cheese and everything like that,
Animal
then
style.
they're good.
Animal
But
style, they're good.
Just
Yeah.
straight up,
they're good
it's
like
like cardboard. It's like unflavored cardboard.
Sometimes they hit when they're extra salt, crispy. Sometimes they hit, but their burgers always hit. In-N-Out has the best fast food burger of all time, anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. Whataburger, it doesn't even sniff In-N-Out. Thank you, Dean Nelson, for the $20. It's
I'm
true.
sniffing in buttholes today.
I told you. It was going to be very woman and female heavy today. Shell Frogs with a $20. Shell Frogs with a 20. Xwing and Beardo. I never have time to watch Bro Science, but always have love, respect, and support for both of you. Hail to the best chat.
Shout out Shell Frogs. That is an amazing human being right there.
Shell Frogs, what a sweetheart. What a sweetheart. Thank you, Shell Frogs, for the 20. Elfie with an 11 months. Sophia Loren is Italian and has played with Cary Grant, Gregory Peck, and many others. She is now 90. She's still kicking it.
Super hot.
Okay, hold on. Sophia
I have her right here if you want.
Loren, like currently?
Yeah.
That
Stand
was
by.
her.
Sharing.
That was her. It was her. I think you guys told me a few weeks ago, Sophia Loren, and I think I said no, but it turns out that was her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Xwing.
What?
Hold on, boys.
What?
Hold on, boys. Now, be honest. Oh, shit. Hold on. Where's it at? Here. Okay. She's 90 years old.
Uh-huh.
One time.
Brush the dust off that thing, darling. We're going that rounds.
One time.
Maybe like a couple years before that. I'd be afraid you'd severely hurt her. You know what I mean?
Send her out with style.
Yeah.
Gracious.
Yeah.
What a way, right?
I mean, come on. She's still a very pretty, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Come on. Come
Not
on.
quite my age range, but
No.
But holy smokes, bro.
yeah.
Oh, she's from the meme. That's her from the meme. You guys seen this meme before, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's
I don't
her.
remember the meme.
That's her. There you go. Sophia Loren, shout out.
Gorgeous woman.
We love Sophia Loren. Elfie with an 11 months. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Elfie. Maximus, I got to be really quick with this one. Maximus, thank you for the $1. Carl Anderson with the 5. Hey, Xwing, I'm trying to learn guitar. Do you have any recommendations for people that are trying to learn how to play?
Just I would say it's probably easiest to start with a classical guitar, like nylon strings. That's usually the easiest to start building up like a little bit of calluses. And then it depends on if you want to read music or not. If you don't care about reading music, just go on any old tablature website, pick a song that you really want to hear yourself play, and then start practicing it. And you'll never put it back down.
Stick
And
with
then
like
you
a
can move to steel
GCD
strings.
song though.
Yeah.
Like
Something easy.
Something. Yeah.
Thank you, Carl Anderson, for the $5. You guys both have tattoos, right? A lot of tattoos. Spider-Man, you guys big Spider-Man guys?
I like
I got a Spider-Man tattoo.
You do have a Spider-Man tattoo.
Nice.
I do.
Can you
I
show
got
it?
one.
Is it easy?
Probably. Hold on.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I thought he was going all the
yeah,
way
yeah,
around.
Here we go. There he is.
Nice.
Oh, that's sick.
Nice. Well, this
Yeah,
one's
that's
kind of
sick.
similar.
For you, Batman. Or there you go.
There you go.
Batman.
Hell yeah. Blaine just called me
Nice.
Batman, by the way. Shout out. Actually, this tattoo here is kind of similar. It's kind of similar. Blaine, you should see if you have some extra room to add a Mary Jane to it.
Oh my God.
That is quality.
Look at that tattoo, boys.
I'm pretty jealous, honestly. I'm pretty jealous.
Could you imagine in Spider-Man with Toby and Kirsten
He
Dunst?
just keeps going.
He just keeps going and just starts sucking on the teat. That's quality
I'm not
right
mad at
there.
that. I'm not mad at
my
that at all.
Spider-Man's already upside down too. He's like
Yeah.
teed up for it.
Yeah,
There you
he's
go.
ready. He's ready.
He's ready for it.
100%.
That is hilarious.
You guys watch Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Stranger Things?
I actually really liked that show. There
I
was
love
one
it, yeah.
season I wasn't huge into, but then it picked up on the last one.
What do you think about who's your favorite character? 11? Millie Bobby Brown?
Favorite character?
No, probably
the
Dustin,
I like
the
the cop.
toothless kid. Oh
The
yeah,
toothless kid. The toothless kid. Oh, you like Hopper?
Mhm.
Harper? What's his name?
Hopper.
Hopper?
Yeah,
That's 11.
She all grown
She's,
up.
Yeah.
She's all grown up. All grown up.
yeah.
Not
Millie
doing it for
Bobby
me.
Brown.
I don't know. That's weird. She was like a toddler when that show aired. I feel like it's weird.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago, brother.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
really?
that's
10
been her
fucking
thing. Is
years
she's like,
ago.
stop treating me like I'm a baby. I'm a grown woman.
Look
She's
at my
like got-
vagina. I'm a lady.
She's
Yeah,
like
we
got
get
a
it.
farm and stuff now, and like living in Georgia or something crazy.
She's like
What?
married too.
yeah, and she's married. Yeah,
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. She's married. She's all grown up. And she's hot.
Yeah.
It's weird. It is weird, but she's hot.
she's at least
Wild,
close enough
man.
to your age.
No, she's like 19, dude.
No,
I'm 20
she's like
She
23.
Oh,
No
she's like
way.
23. Yeah.
No
yeah.
way. Hold on. How old is she? She's 21.
Okay.
Oh,
8
Mark
years.
Andre Roy is pissed.
8 years. 8 years. That's
It
not
matters less the
terrible.
older you get.
Yeah, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. But born in 2004, she didn't even live through 9/11, although she is British, right?
God.
That
That
is
is
British.
crazy, bro.
That's
So-
wild.
Dude, it is wild to me. It's like, oh, when were you born? 2003. Oh, so you weren't even alive during 9/11. Like that's like kind of like my baseline scale. It's like, how mature are you?
you
Like-
use 9/11 as the marker.
Like for anyone, like if I'm like friends with them or like trying to, like, like learn somebody, That's like my baseline.
I just imagine Beardo at the bar picking up on a chick. He's like, yeah, remember 9/11?
Yeah. Where were you when 9/11 happened?
Wild, right?
Oh, I wasn't born yet. All right.
Yeah.
Check,
Okay.
please.
Yep. Have a good night.
Have a good night. That is like it's the baseline to like how I know your maturity level. Were you alive for 9/11? If not, then go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm a simple guy. Cynthia Peterson with the 9 months. Thank you, Cynthia Peterson, for the recommitment. Dr. Daisuke with a $100. I would
what's
still
up, Doc?
eat her fart box. By the way, I think it's a condition. I don't think it's a condition. I think that she has a lot of plastic surgery.
Feet and buttholes. Just never understood the want there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get the ask. Like, you know, there are two really other great things. 3, technically. You know what I mean?
3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. It's not, you weren't including like the package deal.
Right.
Darth Gavel with the 5. I don't know. For that much, I'd have to insist on doing her at least once a month. Yes.
Yeah.
Once a month.
I
Thank
don't
you
know.
for
It
the
just doesn't seem like it'd be
$5.
enjoyable. You know what I mean? He's like, let me get on top. I'm like, stay away from me.
No,
Six
she
beds.
doesn't speak like a monster. She had a nice, soft Latin accent.
I've had to file 7 insurance claims in hotel rooms. You've broken toilets, beds, chairs.
Dude. Yeah, she's probably broken a lot of toilet seats.
Yeah.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of toilet seats.
What do you
dude.
think? Just out of curiosity, I know it's not the right thing to do. What do you think she weighs?
Oh, what do you mean? This is bro science. Let's absolutely guess how much she weighs.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be interested. What's her first off? What's her name?
Oh,
What was her
fuck.
name?
Shit. I don't
I don't
have
remember. She said it, didn't she?
it. Let's see. Maybe she did. Here, let me listen.
Fat travel influencer. Fatfluencer? I hadn't heard that one before.
No, it
We're getting
doesn't
into
say
dark
it doesn't say
territory
her
here.
name. Chat, do we know her name? Well, it depends on how tall she is. I have a
Right.
feeling she's short. I'm guessing she's 230, 240.
Oh, I was thinking like
You were thinking up?
275. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Dude, those
so.
legs probably weigh about 100 pop.
Smoky one's with me.
Those were
Smoky
ham
one's
hocks.
with me. 230. I'm thinking 230, 240.
170? What? No shot.
No,
dude.
no way.
Yeah.
Let's imagine
no.
that she's super short. She's 5'1" with her figure. She's probably 230, 240.
I don't think she's 5'1", dude.
I think she's short. I think she's short.
My poor computer. I'm not
Even
going to
still.
type this in anymore. I'm done.
No, it could get dark.
Chat, do we know what her name is? The Lurker from Bama with a $5. Shout out to the best podcast. Hail to the fellow bros. What are y'all favorite Westerns? Rest in peace to Val Kilmer.
Shout out, brother.
Shout out.
God, that's next on the list.
Best Western?
Not the restaurant. You know.
Oh, I know mine.
At the hotel. Yeah.
I know
Or
mine.
hotel, yeah. Yeah.
I know mine. You guys go
Tombstone's
first.
great. Tombstone's great. And then, I mean, you know, that's how we just reviewed that actually on Monday for
Mhm.
Hangover. But yeah, that's one of my favorites. I mean, it's hard to beat, man. Young Guns also awesome.
Yeah. Young Guns. I think if I had to go newer, I would probably say Tombstone's absolutely one of my favorites. If I had to go a little bit older, Gene Autry was like my freaking hero growing up, and Strawberry Roan was like one of my favorite freaking westerns out there, man. I still have the DVD when they put it in Technicolor and stuff. I used to watch Gene Autry all the time. Him and Smiley.
I'm going to go more recent than you guys.
Ooh.
Django.
I was thinking you were going to say that.
Yeah,
Django's
that's a good one.
Quentin Tarantino, man.
Yeah.
Lonesome Dove. You can't say Lonesome Dove. That's like a 9-hour series.
Right.
Yeah. Just talking movies.
I love Django.
Mm-hmm.
Christoph Waltz and Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is such a talented actor. Like, he's
Christoph
underrated. Well, yeah, Christoph Waltz for sure, but Jamie Foxx is just so underrated
Great.
with his range.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's good at impressions, at facial expressions.
Singing.
Like, Singing, dude. Jamie Foxx is one of the most talented actors of our time, and I don't think he gets enough appreciation.
Yeah.
Which this isn't a movie, but I will say 1883 is the best Western I've ever seen.
Still haven't watched any of those yet.
Dude, they're phenomenal. The new
I can't find Yellowstone.
Is that the Yellowstone one?
Yellowstone's on Peacock. Yellowstone's on the cock. The other two are on
Paramount Plus.
Paramount. Yeah, but 1883 is phenomenal, and 1923 just finished, and it's
is that the one with 1883 with Tim McGraw?
Yes. Yeah, and it's so good. Yeah,
and then 1923's Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison Ford. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Lurker from Bama, for the $5. Wizard Man with the 2. Now this is bro science. Let's toss that salad. Let's toss the fucking salad.
Gay.
Yep. Little gay. Xwing, real quick. Do you want to read some? I'm gonna go grab another drink and take a piss. Starting with
Rancor for
with
$1
$1
says nothing. Shout out Rancor. What's going on? Gabby with a 2 says, I miss traditional Portuguese cuisine. Delicious. I don't know if I've ever had traditional Portuguese cuisine.
I don't think I have either. What does that entail?
Portuguese cuisine. Let's see. They've got pastel de nata, cataplana, piripiri. I don't know any of these, dude. It's like chicken and rice, rice and seafood. Couple good cured meats. It's pretty close. It's pretty close to like Italian.
Yeah, it looks very Italian-y. Looks good.
Sure. Well, if you know a spot, Gabby, let us know. I don't know the next time I'm going to be in your neck of the woods, but Orange Agonton for $4.99 says Disney had a show with Jeff Goldblum where he tried barbecue. I turned it off when he went to Pennsylvania as a barbecue staple. Say no to Yankee barbecue. Pennsylvania? That's kind of wild. I mean, cheesesteaks. That's Pennsylvania. Right. You know what I mean? You can't put barbecue on that. Shout out Orange Agonton. Good to see you, brother. Deborah Perkins for $19.99 says hi to my guys in Blaine. So much love, respect, and support always. Thank you, Beardo and Xwing. Shout out Deborah Perkins. It's good to see you here, darling. Hope your day is going well. Yeah, Pennsylvania for barbecue.
Yeah, that's wild. I just looked at it. It doesn't look bad, but
Pennsylvania barbecue.
It's like real fine chopped. I don't
know.
And very saucy.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm about that. I'm excited to go back to Boston because I go in like 3 weeks, and the scallops up there in Massachusetts. I can't wait to get off of work. There's a restaurant right by the hotel I stay for work called the Black Whale. And I just like book it over there and I order a giant plate of scallops and a giant IPA. And I just sit there in the harbor and stuff my face and drink beer.
Scallops and cat piss. Sounds amazing.
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. DeBarbers for $4.99 says, gotta show some love to bro science. Just finished my round. Shot a solid 80. Let's go, buddy. Hell yeah. DeBarbers, congratulations. I'm not going to comment on what I shot last round, but it was in the neighborhood of 100. That's what I'll say. Wasn't great. Hope to see you on Sunday for the Masters over on G&G Locals. Wizard Man for $2 says Open Range is my favorite Western. The shootout is A+. Open Range was awesome, dude. Open Range is a really, really good one. Darth Gavel for $5 says Cobra Cast just ended. Ort was commented or super chatted around 100 times. Dude, the meme ability is just, it's insane. It went on way too long last night. I finally, like, my kids started screaming. I'm like, I gotta go. I don't know how many more times I can hear Ort. Shout out Darth Gavel. Thank you for the 5. Ort.
Ah, man. Let me re-up.
I've
been doing some upper deckies.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing some upper deckies. Do you Zen, Blaine?
You
don't Zen?
Makes me very sicky.
Oh, we talked about this before.
Yeah,
you got to do the 3. Yeah. You got to do the 3 MIGs.
I'll have to try a 3 because the last one I thought I was going to pass out and it was wild.
Oh, dude, I pop in a 3 MIG upper decky, gives me a fucking hard on, dude.
That's insane. I wish that worked.
I
double stack 9 milligrams and it doesn't send me. Like, it doesn't do anything.
God. Yeah. I'd go into a coma.
Yeah.
I just die.
Oh, dude, it gives me a fucking stiffy when I pack an upper decky.
Yeah, Star Wars Dog and I were actually, he just popped in the chat. We were talking about that the other day. I think I've just used like tobacco for so long, nicotine just doesn't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
If
What's
you
up,
stick
dog?
like a fat lipper of like some grizzly wintergreen in there, that's like a 24 milligram. So
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking
take a
of
break.
stiffies, I did screen share Beardo.
Oh, here we go.
FYI.
what you got?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I did save a few for us, but I think we need to talk about these popsicles. All right. So there are
Okay.
Whoa.
there are
Okay.
certain foods, that like when you eat them in public, it can get a little scandally. Like
Right.
if you're a glizzy gobbler and you're eating one wrong in public,
Mhm.
like it could go public. But they've stepped it up to a whole new level, and that's what we got to talk about here. So,
Okay. Whoa.
I finally found the floppy popsicles.
Oh no.
It's a gummy popsicle, and I could have gotten $1 off, but I don't take handouts. Who does this remind you of?
She's a lesbian.
so,
JD, honestly, these are really good. I
can
would
you,
get them again.
would you eat one of these in public?
No.
Would you-
No.
Nah,
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. But the fact that they made these, they
So
thought that it was a good
fluffy.
idea.
Oh, they knew what they were doing.
They knew.
100%. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
knew what they were doing.
But
This is
how-
like
how is-
softcore porn, right?
It is. It is. What? What is the chemistry of these? How do they work? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
why
Great
Is the
question.
floppy part still frozen?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, so it's sour gummy worm popsicles. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming that the top part is still gummy worm, but it's just cold, and the
Right.
bottom part, the red part, is actual popsicle consistency, like like a rocket pop. I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's like that kind of consistency, where the top, the blue part, is your gummy worm consistency. It's just cold. It doesn't
Right.
freeze.
I just loved like the derangement syndrome she had to throw in there, making fun of a Republican. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been a video, right?
Yeah, well,
Right.
what'd you say, JD? She said
Yeah.
JD Vance or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Rewind
it?
it a little bit, Blaine.
I know.
She
I didn't
said
even
something
catch
about
that.
JD Vance. Yeah,
Did she?
Yeah.
Where was it?
Who does
yeah.
this remind you of?
Was it? I must have missed
JD
it.
Vance. Honestly,
Oh,
these
there
are
it is.
really
Yeah,
good.
there
I
it
would
is.
get them again.
Yeah,
I mean, look,
Saying that
She
JD
fucking
Vance-
keeps throwing it, dude. She's like,
dude, she was double slapping
She
him on her
went-
tongue.
she went for it.
Well, and that makes sense for a liberal feminist. Liberal
Right. It's-
feminists are the most promiscuous of them all.
Oh yeah.
really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah,
What?
they're the most promiscuous. They're the ones marching in the street for abortions.
Well,
Why do you think-
promiscuous
why
might
do you
have not
think
been the
that
right
is?
word then? Oh shit,
Yeah.
that just one and one.
Why do you think that is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Liberal feminists are the most promiscuous of all the women.
Interesting.
100%, dude.
But yeah, this yeah, I didn't understand the I've not seen these in the store, but they're pretty ludicrous. The
It's curved.
yeah, I think you're right, Beardo. Right there, that seam. I think we got frozen
Yes.
back,
Mm.
Yeah.
gummy front.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So yeah, but it was a little much. I saw this, but also I did want to show you guys this really quick. So we all got that radar for when things just aren't quite right.
Mhm.
My guy right here, he knew.
Oh, I've seen this.
What's up, bro? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I like him.
What? I ain't saying that.
He's like, even I'm not down that bad.
What, fool? What's up, bro?
You can't trick me.
I like him. What the fuck?
I like
He
that
was
guy.
on it, man. He was
Yeah.
on it.
Daddy taught him well.
Dude, you guys want to
Oh,
know
yeah.
something fucked up?
Let's hear it.
So my name's Trevor, right?
Mhm.
The first Down syndrome kid I ever met in elementary school, because there was like a Down syndrome class in elementary school.
Mhm.
The first ever kid I ever met in elementary school, because sometimes the regular classes for recess would overlap with the Down syndrome recess. It wasn't all the time. It was like maybe once a week. And the first ever, and the teacher would encourage us, hey, go hang out with them. Go, go.
I did when I was in middle school.
Go introduce yourself and stuff. They enjoy it. They like the communication and everything.
People.
So I go to introduce myself to this Down syndrome kid. I think I was in like kindergarten or first grade. And I'm like, how you doing? My name's Trevor. He's like, my name's Trevor too. His name was Trevor. The first ever Down syndrome kid I ever met had the same name as me.
So the actual truth of the story is that she was trying to integrate him back into his own class instead of playing with the other kids. And so she's like, Trevor, back to your class, back to your class.
I was wondering if Beardo was about to out himself as being in a specific class.
No.
I learned to read on Pokemon.
I did learn how to read on Pokemon. I did. But yeah, man, the first ever Down syndrome kid I ever met, his name was also Trevor.
There you go. Long lost brother. You never know. I'm making them at night.
Yeah. It's like, grilled cheese. Where'd you get the grilled cheese? Gosh darn it, I know he's making them at night. I'm not making them at night, Dad. I'm making them at night.
That was the funniest skit he ever did, because he's like, these people are some of the happiest people on earth, consistently having a good time.
Dude, I wish we could show it without getting blocked. But I remember the one time I showed you the Adam Ray YouTube skit or comedy skit, and the bro science got taken down worldwide, and I had to trim that like 10 minute part out. Unfortunate, because I'd love to do some like stand-up comedy and stuff on here, clips. Have you guys ever got pissed at a bartender for serving you like a flat beer?
100%, dude. Yeah,
dude.
I've seen people accept beers before and be like, wanted to say like, dude, don't take that. Are you kidding me? Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
dude. I've
been sitting somewhere for like 8 months.
So my dad taught me what he thought and what I consider, because he taught me the general rule of thumb, not about flat beer, but like, hey, you go to a bar, I want a Coors Light, keg's out. Okay, I'll get a Miller Lite. Shit, the keg's out. Okay, I'll take a shock top. Keg's out. That's 3 strikes on the 3 beers that you wanted. Coors Light's out, keg's out, Miller Lite's out, shock top's out. Now the beer's free. 3 strikes, you're out. The next beer's free. Whatever you got on tap that the keg isn't out on, the beer's free. So I've had that experience before at least twice, where I've gone to a restaurant or a bar, and I think one was at a bar and one was at a restaurant, where 3 times I asked, I want this beer. They come back, keg's out. Okay, well, beer's free then. And I think one time at the bar, I said it. I was like, okay, so this one's on you? And they're like, yeah, this one's on you. And I said, at the restaurant, okay, so this beer's free then. And they looked at me like I was fucking crazy. They're like, what the fuck? You getting a free beer? And I'm like, well, yeah. The first 3 beers that I wanted, your keg was out. Why don't you go send the fucking busser back to the fucking fridge and change the fucking kegs? Like, what are we doing here?
You never know what could be going on. I mean, so they all take from distribution companies, et cetera, et cetera. The only argument I'd be willing to entertain with you is because I bartended for a long time. If I don't have cups on the taps and you ask me 3 times and there's no cups on the taps and I say no 3 times, then okay, I get that. But if it's blown and I've got cups on the taps, then no, go fuck yourself. Buy a beer.
But have you guys ever heard, and chat too, have you guys ever heard of that like rule of thumb, like 3 strikes you're out, you ask for a beer. If they're out of the 3 beers, then it's on the house for the 4th.
I've never heard it,
try.
but I mean, I hear what you're saying though. But yeah, I've never heard it.
That's what my dad taught me growing up. That's what my dad.
I never heard that.
Because I was with my dad. I was with my dad one time before I was 21. That happened to him, and he was like, "Okay, so it's on you then." And they're like, "Yeah, this one's on us." And then he looked at me. He's like, "Don't forget, like this is the rule. If 3 strikes, you're out. If they don't have, your third beer that you asked for, that's 3 strikes. Then your 4th beer, the 4th option is on the house. That's like the general rule of thumb.
Offer a bottle or a
Right.
can. If I was the bartender.
I'm getting draft, man. If I'm going to a bar, I'm getting draft.
If you were my grandfather, you'd throw out the line. This would be a nice place to open a damn restaurant.
It'd be great if they put a bar here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I have a video here. It's like 2 or 3 clips, I think. I've seen one of them. This is people getting pissed off at bartenders for serving them shitty beer. So let's go ahead and we'll rank. We'll discuss the quality of the beer.
This has got to be Europe, because there's no way that's an American chick refusing a beer. She would have no idea what's going on.
Right.
Unless she's trained, unless she had an educated boyfriend, or if she's with her boyfriend or whatever, or if her boyfriend educated her or dad educated her or whatever. But so we'll discuss the quality of the beer that she's been given and her reaction and attitude towards getting the shitty beer. Okay. They are foreign. You hear her? She's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that? That is a lot of head.
All right.
I think I would turn that back too.
100%.
Now listen, there is a thing now that I have heard, and I think there's some accuracy to it, that actually when there is a lot of head on a beer like that, listen, you know how you get that bloated feeling, so you don't believe you should go ahead and get out, because the whole thing is you're getting the carbonation out. That settles down, and so then you don't get the big bloated fat feeling because you've drank all the carbonation.
I've seen the video that you're talking about. Is this the John? Is this the John Taper? Well, what's his name? Who's the restaurant guy?
Right.
John Taper, is that him? The bar rescue guy? What's his name?
Right.
John Taper, John Trapper, John Taper. What's his name?
Who you're talking about? Yeah, he's the really fucking annoying guy.
Taffer, John Taffer. He's a fucking idiot. Fuck that guy. He has this video, dude. Here, I'm gonna minimize this. He has this video where he has 2 beers, where he tilts the glass, pours the beer down, and it's perfect. It's fizzing. There's like this much head on it. And then he fucking slams the beer in the glass, and there's like this much head on it. And then he takes paper towels and throws it in the beers, and it fizzes up. And the one fizzes up, the one that you pour carefully, there's more carbonation in it, you pour it carefully, there's this much head. It fizzes up when he throws the paper towel in it. The one that he slams the beer in, half of the beer's head, and he puts the paper towel in it, and it doesn't fizz up. He goes, which one would you want? This is the proper way to fucking pour beer. He takes the glass with the fucking beer, and he's like, this is how you should serve a beer, because look, I'm going to throw a paper towel in it, and it's not exploding. And I'm like,
get him out.
And I'm like, I don't have paper towel in my fucking stomach. I want the bubbles. I want the fucking carbonation. What are you talking about, John Taffer, you fucking retard? Sorry, I get pissed off.
No, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's no more about 2 fingers. That's about where you should be on head for a beer. And I will say that for lagers, IPAs, drafts, not drafts. Holy shit. Where's my freaking brain at?
What are you talking about?
Doesn't matter. I'm just listing off different
stouts, lagers, ales.
About 2
Pilsners.
fingers, I'm happy with. If it's
You
4
can get
fingers,
4 fingers in there, it's you should be concerned.
100%. If you can fit all 4 fingers in there, you should be concerned.
Yeah, dude. No, John Taffer is a fucking retard. Okay, he might know some things about like cleanliness of bars and restaurants. Fine. I wouldn't take any fucking
so does an
beer
8-year-old.
advice.
You can tell if a freaking bar is dirty.
No, and imagine like that's your job. How do you become a professional in like, I know quality of restaurants, and that's going to be my job, and I'm just going to go around like, I understand like I don't know, like
health department.
health department shit, right? like you have the grades A through D on fucking restaurants and stuff, like health department people come in and eat the food and see the quality. I understand that. How do you become this fucking guy? You're the fucking God, Jesus Christ, of reviewing quality of like restaurant food, and you are the end all be all final say of what goes on. Go fuck yourself. And he's making millions of dollars a year.
What did this guy do to hurt you, man?
I just think he's a retard. I think John Taffer is a fucking retard. And what it was that beer video when he the beer, he's like taking the beer bottle into the glass. He's like,
Yeah, like it's Heinz or something.
And then he's like, this is the way you drink the beer. This is the quality beer. He's throwing fucking paper towel. I'm going to find the video. I'm so pissed off right now.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry, Blaine.
Just let it out, buddy. Just let it out.
I'm going to look up the John Taffer beer video.
John Taffer might have touched
I
Beardo
just-
as a child. I don't know. Mark
Here it
reality.
is.
And when he was 5, he took my pinky.
This is why Beardo left California.
Yeah.
This is it right here. This fucking retard. If you see a video of John Taffer, this fucking scumbag fraud, if you see a video of him, do the exact opposite of whatever he says, because he's a fucking fraud. Watch, this is the most ridiculous. Have you guys seen this?
Play the clip.
Have you guys seen this?
No.
I hadn't
This
seen
is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
And they serve the beer that way. But a bartender who's in a hurry, who really knows the proper way of pouring a beer, will pour that beer much
Oh, he knows the proper way of doing it.
faster and fill the glass that way.
You're okay.
Yeah.
What
It's a
are
little
you
much.
doing?
Which
Little
one?
excessive.
Which beer do you want? I want this one, not this fucking half beer and half foam.
I'm pretty sure he's got half a bottle still in there. You could tell.
Yeah,
He
there
didn't pour
is.
that
Yeah.
whole beer out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's rewind it.
Pouring a beer will pour that beer much faster and fill the glass that way.
Yeah, he's still got a quarter of that beer in there.
And fill the glass that way. Which is better? You see, when you pour a glass incorrectly, this is what happens in the stomach. This beer was poured so easily, the gas is still in the beer. In your stomach, this is what happens. But when the beer is poured correctly and the gases are allowed to dissipate, look at what happens.
All right. Confirmed. John Taffer.
Which
eats
beer would
fucking
you
paper
drink?
Towels.
The one
Yeah, I don't have paper towels in my fucking stomach, retard.
I don't know what that is all about. That's just odd.
yeah. I mean, I understand cutting out some of the carbonation. You want to cut out a little bit.
Some
but-
of it.
Some of it, but not the whole damn beer.
Yeah. That's why
I want.
you need to serve your customers flat beer.
But that's the point of a beer. You want the carbonation. It's like drinking sparkling water or a soda. It's like you're not going to crack open a soda, leave it in your fridge for an hour, and wait for it to get flat.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I will say one thing. One thing. Back in the day, when you used to have chugging competitions, you would fast pour the beer so that it
You can
gassed.
get it in your tum-tum better.
Yeah.
You know?
I never had that problem, dude. I'll just
Dude, if
fucking
you're chugging
slam
a
it.
pitcher of PBR, you're going
You're
to
just
want to
like-
get some of that carbonation out.
Oh, yeah. You're burping so much you can't finish drinking it.
Yep.
one that bloats you or the one that doesn't?
This video is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's absurd.
This is absolutely ridiculous. So I wasn't trying to shit on your point, Blaine, but
yeah. No, you're fine.
it reminded me of the John Taffer video or John Taffer where it's the most ludicrous fucking thing where he's like, oh, look at me fucking slam this fucking beer into this glass and this is the right way to do it. What an idiot. What a moron.
These girls are more intelligent.
Yeah. I do the same thing.
Oh, Zach.
I'm sorry, but my boyfriend won't pick that.
That's a good
Okay, so
girlfriend.
she's getting it for her boyfriend.
That's a good girlfriend.
Yep.
He's a proper lad. He won't drink that.
Where's the thing? It's a fucking ice cream.
It's a fucking ice cream.
No, I'm being serious. No, I'm
Look at this guy.
Oh,
and
God.
now there's no head.
That's a
Nothing.
John Taffer.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Taffer beer.
There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. It's completely flat. This guy knows what he's talking about. I've seen this video with this guy. He might take the wrong approach. He's a little aggressive, but he's right.
That's dead.
That's dead.
The pipe. It's completely. It's okay. Are you? There's nothing there. Are you stupid?
Are you stupid?
I don't feel like that's too aggressive. Just like,
Are you stupid?
Yeah.
This is making me want freaking beer so bad.
Like,
Right.
You know, full, like probably here.
Is this the same bar?
There's no.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is the same bar.
I think they're just trying to prank them.
Right. Well, also it's like who put the camera? So yeah, are they like messing with them?
That's
Yeah.
dead. Which one? The pipe. It's completely. It's okay. Are you? There's nothing there. Are you stupid?
Are you stupid?
Yeah.
What do you mean there's nothing in it?
They're supposed to be like, you know, full, like probably about here. There's no bubbles.
All right, this is
either. There's
painful.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yep.
Have you
was
guys ever had an experience like that where you had to be like, bartender, you're an idiot. Give me another beer.
I am painfully polite.
I try
Probably
to
to my detriment. My wife gets on me about it. I just like I don't like to stir shit. I don't know, like in public. Like I'm just like whatever. Like I'm not the guy. I'm like unless my steak is fucked up and you've well done to my steak, then
That's a carnal sin. I think that's in the Bible.
Yeah, we got problems then, you know. But outside of that, I'm just like, fuck it, whatever, you know. But you know, then if they give me shit later, then I'm gonna be like, look, you brought me a shitty beer, and I drank it and didn't say anything. Now we got problems. So you know,
I've
they get
turned
us
foamy
fine.
beers back for sure. I've given foamy beers back, and it's not rude. You don't have to be rude about it. You're just like, dude, that's half of a beer.
Yeah,
like
this is shit.
You keep it there and then top it off once it's gone down.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you do the old,
yeah. Get the foam down. Yeah.
Yep.
Get that oil.
Or I'll say I'll take this beer, but bring me back another one on the house. Like,
right.
I'll take this one. You don't have to dump it. I'll
Take
wait
one
for it
for
to
the
come
team.
down, but bring me another one that I paid for. But I've turned away skunked out beers where I can tell that the keg wasn't put in the fridge right away.
I've had those too.
Where
Yeah.
I've drank a skunked beer and I'm like, this is fucking shit. Like, what else do you have on draft? Like, I'm not drinking that. Yep.
Yeah, I generally don't demand shit often. You know what I mean? I just try to be. I try to be kind. I've been in the hospitality industry for. I did that for a while. Like I know how shitty it is on the other end.
Right.
Yeah. Sure. Boys, this guy cracked the code. This guy's a fucking genius. Have you guys seen this video? This dude's going on a beach and he offers $100 to the girl with an ass of 48 inches around. And they're all competing for $100, and he stands there with a measuring tape and measures their asses as they bend over. He cracked the code, dude. This guy is a fucking genius.
That's
around. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a big ass.
Yeah.
If you have a booty bigger than 48 inches, I'll give you $20.
All right, that's you.
We're gonna go to the fattest part. Woo! 44 and a half. So close.
That's from the other, yeah. Not 48, is it?
43.1. That is still so big.
So big. You want measuring? Go ahead.
41. 40 and a half.
Can you measure it for me?
42 and a half. Just
King. King, bro. This guy, he knows what he's doing, dude.
It wasn't even 100. It was 20.
And they're all for it, dude. They're not even thinking twice. They're not even thinking twice about it, what his intentions are, his motives are. They're like, oh yeah, I think I got the fattest ass. Give me that $20.
Ladies are secretly extremely competitive.
Yeah, John Ambler. Write that down. Oh shit.
My life. Round it up. No, I think Hillary could beat it. Probably, yeah.
let's see. Oh man. 49. Wow. That's pretty nice.
Dude,
That's pretty nice.
brilliant. I love it. I love it. Okay, real quick, before we get to Terminator, we do have to check in on our girl. You guys know what time it is. Our girl.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Taylor Mathis.
This is like the pregnancy report.
Yeah.
Dude.
I saw her getting in another argument. Somebody made like a chibi or chibli or whatever of her. And she's like, why am I pudgy? I had to fight so hard back not to just comment, because you're pregnant.
Because you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Dude, there's just something about these just like soft sports bras on a nice pair of boobies. It's my weakness, bro.
Hey, gang, we need to chat.
Anyways, well, dude, she's just so fucking hot, dude.
He's still in love.
Dude, she's so hot, dude. I mean, oh my God.
Beardo's like, what I would give to be that baby.
Holy smokes. So that's just a still picture, and then in that same outfit, she does her walking bets for the week.
She's probably gonna die soon from those things.
Guys,
Like,
it is time for the walking bets. Gotta do a play on my
Christmas.
first place Cubs Rangers under 8.5 total runs. Now the Cubs are the best over team currently in the MLB, but it's going to be cold and rainy in Chicago today. We have Shota on the bump, our ace.
Beardo, do you want us to like go in the back for a minute?
Posing him,
Dude, it is.
Tyler
Hold on.
Now the Cubs are the best. Gotta do a play on my first.
Dude, it is.
place.
Hold on. It's pouring out the side.
Yeah, it doesn't fit on a 9x16 frame. She's got to go landscape.
Yeah.
Cubs Rangers under 8.5
They
total
slow-moed it
runs.
for us.
Now the Cubs are the best over
super
team
speed.
currently in the MLB, but it's going to be cold and rainy in Chicago.
In Chicago today.
Oh my.
Okay, you want to talk about a bet? Let's take a bet. What's the over under? After kid, breast reduction surgery and implants.
Maybe.
That's absolutely.
And guess
I'm thinking
what?
so as well.
If that happens, we're gonna cover it and review it here on Bro Science.
We'll know if after the kid happens, then she disappears for like a we got like
4-week period.
Yep, like a month. We'll know.
Well, I mean, she's
Getting that
probably
mommy-
going to do that anyway.
Mommy makeover.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. She does something to me, man. Taylor Mathis does something for me. It's crazy. It's crazy. Blaine, do you have any other videos you wanted to show off before we get into Terminator?
Terminator.
No, we're good. We're good.
We're good?
We're good.
All right, boys. Well, we are reviewing. We're going to get to this segment, our Criticless Terminator Manly as Fuck movie review for the week. So we dropped in yesterday into the Manly as Fuck movie group over on Criticless that we're reviewing Terminator today. So hopefully you guys got to rewatch it, or if you're familiar with it, you got to put your review in the Criticless app. But we're going to get into it. Let's go, boys.
I'm not too sure. I'm over the stage with Walker landing in New Jersey. Details in just a moment.
There's a
Escape from the deep
Oh,
sea.
there we go.
Oh yeah, boys. Real quick, before we do the Terminator, we need to re-up.
One more again.
One more again before we get into it. I love it. It's so good. Taylor Mathis, come save me. I'm coming for you, Taylor. All right. So Terminator is our next movie. Am I blurry? Do I need to fix my
you are
camera?
blurry.
Here we go.
What happened?
Let's just here we go. Just fix it
There you
real quick. The Terminator T1. James Cameron, Linda Hamilton, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, what else to say? This is one of the most iconic, classic, original 80s action flicks. Arnold Schwarzenegger, fresh off of Conan the Barbarian, one of his first major, blockbuster movies was Terminator, although he did do Conan the Barbarian, but this is kind of like his true breakout role. Who wants to start? Blaine, you want to start?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, man, dude, I haven't seen this since I was a kid, and it's weird. I was talking to my wife about this, is that during this time period, we had actually this thing where we talked about it with Rambo, where the first film actually isn't as iconic as the second one. Mad Max is the same way. The second Mad Max is the one that everybody knows.
Back to the Future.
Right, Back to the Future. Right.
Yeah.
Those are the second ones are the ones that stand in everybody's memory for some reason. This is another one where watching it, I was like, I think I've only seen this movie one time when I was young. I don't want to say totally fresh. I definitely was remembering certain things, but it was man, and this one's still freaking good. It slaps. But the soundtrack in this movie, man.
Yes.
The synth soundtrack in this movie.
Yes.
Freaking slaps. It's so good.
Real quick, there's two for the Terminator. The Terminator has his theme, the dun 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 dun.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun. But then the Heroes tune is the dun 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 dun. I might be a little tone deaf, but to me that's what it sounds like in my head. It's fucking great, dude.
That was
so
the Mordor Orcs, I think. Dun, 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 dun.
It's similar.
Yeah, that was
similar. It's similar, but no, the the Kyle Reese and Sarah Connors.
Yeah.
And
then even on top of that, the soundtrack is good too. For the early half of the movie, they're playing really good music too. Man, this movie, it's just it's good shit. It was good to go back to. It's one of those, still holds up. Granted, there's some dated CGI, but and they went hard with the practical effects, all that stuff, which still the practical effects are rad. It's something that we're missing, dude. Schwarzenegger's face when it's not his when his eye gets missing
in the mirror,
yeah. And it's
just a piece of clay.
yeah. But there's a charm to it.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a charm to it, and it's if you're not looking for it, you kind of might miss it. Miss it, or for modern movies what we're used to, but in the 80s when you see that, I'm sure people then, when you're in theaters in the 80s and you're watching, you're like, holy fuck, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger, ripping out his eye. For the time, it was so realistic. I think the most jarring CGI is at the end of the movie when all of his skin and flesh is ripped off and it's actually the skeleton of the T-800, and he's
I'm Mr. White Christmas.
I'm Mr. Snow. Yeah. But Blaine, keep going, man.
No. Yeah. It hits, man. I love it. I had a really good time with it. I think also that, like you said, it was early on with Arnold. So his still it's hard to take him seriously early on. And I mean, it's he's still very intimidating.
Give me a close.
Yeah. But it's you're man, this is something. This is a whole thing. Which also in the scene, okay, we get him he teleports in. There's all the lightning. You get the Schwarzenegger ass, and he's just built like a human tank.
Yep.
Pretty sure that you get a shadowed glimpse of the hog, the Terminator's hog, when he's walking.
The hog's full out in that.
It's there.
The shadow in the shadow.
Yeah, when he's walking towards him.
Bill Paxton and
when he's walking towards Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Maybe, but then again, I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah.
It's there. Well, you got to look for the hawk, which also Bill Paxton in that scene. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Freaking wild. I had no idea he was in this. And he's got, did you notice he's got tire marks? He's got his face driven over. It's is that a tattoo?
Or it's a tattoo or.
Yeah.
Right.
What I
What's
thought was
happening
interesting is Bill Paxton and Michael Bean, who's
Bean,
Kyle
yeah.
Reese. They're both in Terminator and in Aliens.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just watched Aliens the night before. So I
Nice.
did I did a double feature, saw them both. I actually watched Aliens with my kids. They were begging me, and the wife was out of town. So I was like, all right, we'll watch a movie that she won't let you guys watch. So
Nice.
Hell
so we
yeah.
watched Aliens. But
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
it's where do y'all think this ranks in the pantheon of like 80s action? Like we saw Rambo, I say that First Blood. Is this up there? Is this top tier for 80s action?
I think so. I think so.
Man, I say it in my review, and it's a little tough. This is like, I consider this is less of like a manly as fuck movie and more of like a thriller, like a psychological thriller almost. Because it's
even
like
Kyle Reese.
Huh? Well, no,
I'll let you finish, and I'll get to it.
Yeah, but this is essentially a monster movie. Like that's what this is, start to finish. It's a monster movie.
Okay.
Right.
But it's just so freaking iconic. And I say this in my review, it's tough to go back and review this because of everything that it birthed after.
Right.
It makes it hard to look at it as one thing because you've seen T2. The whole Terminator universe has birthed so much. But like in terms of it just being absolutely iconic, of course, this is absolutely up there in the pantheon.
Yeah. I agree too. I put it right up there with Rambo, with Predator, Terminator. I put it up there with the big guns.
Yeah,
I do.
I don't think it's as good as Predator.
Okay.
Personally, yeah,
Okay.
I think Predator's a better film. It's definitely more.
I think I agree with you. Predator is more manly, more violent, but Kyle Reese, he's really the main character.
Yeah.
Kyle Reese
I put that in my review too. Same thing, and I had totally forgotten about him. I think he gets the shaft in the whole series. Like nobody really remembers him, and he's great.
Okay, so I have a question for you before I get into why I love Kyle Reese in this movie. So, is Kyle Reese's timeline a complete circle?
This is a paradox.
It is a paradox. So hear me out. So in the future, Kyle Reese is John Connor's best friend. And then he goes into the past and he
bangs his mom.
And he reveals to Sarah, I have the Polaroid of you and I fell in love with you. And that's why I volunteered to go back to the past to save you, because I fell in love with you just based off of this Polaroid, bangs Sarah Connor, and becomes John Connor's dad. So here's the question. Was Kyle Reese always John Connor's dad? Or did he create a separate timeline where he was best friends with John Connor? John Connor had a different dad. Kyle Reese goes back into the past, changes the timeline, bangs Sarah Connor, and now he becomes John Connor's dad and creates a separate timeline, a new timeline.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Or do you think Kyle Reese was always John Connor's dad and he just has a revolving door of his life?
Chicken or the egg, man.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think it is so weird because I was thinking about it last night too, because I had not thought about it when I was a kid. I was just like, oh, whatever, cool, time travel. This is dad. Like, but it's almost like he created some sort of like multiversal situation there. Because if he was always his dad, and I think he had to always be his dad because of even the Polaroid. He had the Polaroid before he came, which means that he kind of caused the events of the Polaroid, right?
Yeah.
So he had to be involved. So it doesn't really make sense for there to be another dad. So it kind of doesn't make sense at all as to how it could happen. I don't really understand how it could happen. Like you said, outside of this cyclical.
So you think
paradox.
that Kyle Reese, his story is this revolving door where he is John Connor's best friend, always travels back to the past, becomes John Connor's dad, dies, and in the future he's born, becomes John Connor's. Do you think in the future Kyle Reese always kind of had, or do you think actually, here's the better question. This is what I meant to ask. Do you think John Connor knows that Kyle Reese is his dad and doesn't tell him, and that's why he becomes best friends with him? Because remember, Sarah Connor is leaving him the recordings.
Right.
I feel like he knows, because why would he give him the Polaroid? I guess instead of the whole save my mom thing, but like it's just kind of weird to give it to him and be like, here, you can just keep this Polaroid of my mom and hang out with it for a long time. Yeah, like that's also a little weird.
It's
so you think John knows that Kyle's his dad the entire time?
100%, yeah. And there's no, it's I don't consider it paradox, because this is the cool thing about time travel and shit like that. There's no timeline that exists where Kyle Reese doesn't show up at that moment.
Right.
There is no timeline. So like there was never a timeline where all this different stuff happens and then John Connor's born and then he meets Kyle Reese and then goes back. The only timeline there ever was always Kyle Reese shows up and bangs Sarah Connor.
Yeah. So I seen this movie twice before I watched it earlier today. This was my third time ever seeing the movie. And I kind of forgot when they get to the motel and they make the bombs and then they shower. And then Kyle Reese is just sitting in the chair and he goes, I came back for you. Like, I fell in love with you in the future just off of that Polaroid. Like, I love you. I fell in love with you off of your picture. And that's why I volunteered to come back, because I was in love with you. Like, that blew my mind, because I didn't get that on my first couple of viewings.
Right.
Well, they try to trick you. I think they really try to trick you, because they make it seem like he's John Connor. They kind of make it seem that way, where they're saying,
see that.
Yeah, they say like, oh, well, his mom taught him how to fight. His mom told him how to do this. And then when they're in the motel and he's making the pipe bombs, he goes, yeah, my mom taught me how to make these when I was younger. And so they're playing at him being John Connor. And then when he's like, I loved you, and then I said too much. And then they start kissing. I'm like, Star Wars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they start banging and you're like, oh, okay, that's definitely not John Connor.
That's going to be that's John Connor's dad. Now, I know it's not related to T1, but you guys seen Terminator Salvation with Bale?
I haven't seen that
movie. I
seen it once. I seen it once in theaters. I loved it.
Yeah, same actually.
Very underrated. Is Kyle Reese in that movie?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. Now I want to like go back and see it, because I have not seen it literally since like release weekend in theaters.
So you seen it once too in theaters?
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, I saw it once in theaters when I was like in middle school or high school with a old girlfriend of mine. I saw it once.
If it's worth a watch, I'll watch it. I just stopped after T2.
Oh,
right.
That's
Chat saying yes. Kyle Reese is in that. Who plays him?
I'm looking right now on Criticless. It's Anton Yelchin, who passed away. He was in the Star Trek reboot movies. He plays Kyle.
Oh, he
passed away.
He was the engineer.
He was. He actually got ran over by his own car. There was like a lawsuit with Jeep and stuff because the brakes went out on his Jeep and pinned him into a mailbox.
Really?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And who did Sam Worthington? He played Marcus, right?
Yeah.
He's just another Resistance guy.
I think so. And then John Connor is Christian Bale.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember really enjoying that movie. And also Arnold was the governor of California at the time, but they CG'd him in to be the T-800 at the very end of the movie.
Yep. I remember that too. Yeah. Which a lot of people hate on 3. I didn't hate 3. I don't think that was the one with the chick, right?
With the chick. Yeah. I've seen that one once when I was a kid, and I remember everyone hating it. I remember I wasn't, a big fan of it. Just because T1 and T2 are so iconic, and then 3 was just like a stark drop off.
Yeah. Which and now it's like they're just beating the series to death. It seems like it's like he keeps announcing that there's more coming, and they just did an animated show which has decent reviews on Criticless. Is at like a 82%, and it's like a anime type of a Terminator show that's supposedly
I saw that.
Right. Yeah. Xwing,
by the way.
Xwing, what are your thoughts on T1?
I like it, man. Like I said, it makes it tough to review it, just because of everything it birthed. T2 still stands as my favorite for sure.
Same.
But you know, it's just a different style of movie. I love that it's a James Cameron. I actually didn't know that was a James Cameron, believe it or not. And so I like the format of the movie. I think for the time it was fucking awesome, like incredible, awesome. I don't think we would have gotten a sequel to it if it wasn't, but it's just very what's the word I'm looking for? It's well written. I guess that's the only way I know how to say it. It's well written, and I love the way that when you rewatch T1, like none of the other stuff that you see afterwards is like in contradiction. You know what I mean? They did a really good job of making sure they had a solid foundation to build off of, and going back and watching it, it's cool to hear them talking about all these different things, because now, you know, obviously after that came out, we've seen all this other different stuff. It's just cool hearing them talk about it. And I don't know. I love it. It's great. And it is nice to see Sarah Connor as like, you know, what she was before all this happened. She's truly just like this, you know,
regular girl.
Ditzy chick in the 80s that works at a fucking diner and then thrust into this freaking insane future war.
The scene in the club is badass, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. Jose Taco says, Beardo, Kyle Reese is the reason for the Metal Gear NES cover. That's dope. That's a cool fun fact.
That's awesome.
That's a cool fun fact. Yeah. I think the whole Terminator series is like Arnold. That's what you think when you think Terminator, you think Arnold. But when it comes to T1, even Linda Hamilton, she's the main character. I wouldn't even say technically the main character. She's the main character. But in my eyes, from my perspective, watching it again today, Kyle Reese is the main character. And that club scene when she calls the cops and all these other Sarah Connors have passed or been murdered because of the Terminator. And she thinks the entire time that Kyle Reese is the one that's after her. This guy's following me. This guy's chasing me. I think I know who's trying to kill me. And any logical, reasonable person would also think that. Of course, all these Sarah Connors have died, been murdered. I'm next. This guy, I've been seeing him follow me for the past several hours or days. Yeah, this has got to be the guy. And then, boom, the Terminator shows up. Kyle Reese pulls off the sawed-off shotgun, starts blasting. You know, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I agree. And it's a good thriller. It's interesting because the Terminator himself, like, he isn't really that much of a character in this. In 2, he becomes a lot more of a character.
Right.
But like in this, Arnold really doesn't say a lot. He just has his handful of iconic lines like, I'll be back. And
I'll be back.
You know, right. Like, he doesn't say a whole lot, but it's fine. And back then, he wasn't much of an actor. He was a bit robotic. So it was kind of perfectly placed. Like, it worked. And
they didn't want him to talk a lot because of his accent.
Need him to. Right.
Yeah.
It was because of his accent. They're like, minimal lines. We don't want him to talk because of his accent. It wasn't accepted.
Right.
Which works. That's why I call it kind of like a monster movie. He's more of like a force. It's more of a thing, this impending thing that's just relentless, that will not stop. It always chases you. It's like
and that's what Kyle Reese said.
Yeah. It's like in Resident Evil 2, the freaking Mr. T or
the
whatever
tyrant, Mr. X. Mr. X.
X.
Well, that's literally what Kyle Reese says to Sarah Connor in the car when they're parked in the parking garage.
Yeah.
These things don't feel remorse. They don't feel pain. They will not stop. They will fucking kill you and not worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, and she didn't believe him. And what's crazy is, I know we're talking about T1, not T2, but even when Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor were in the police station and they thought that they were both fucking crazy, whack job crazies, you get into T2, Linda Hamilton is back in jail, back in prison, and they still think she's crazy, even though the Terminator showed up to jail, jail, killed them all. The Terminator was there. They seen him, killed them all. And then in the beginning of T2, she's in prison because they still think that she's crazy.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. This was too. It was kind of, and I mentioned a little bit in my review too, but it's like it was her character was the birth of one of the best. Like, we did have Alien back then, but like these excellently written female characters, that are actually badass and written properly and that work. And
they're not girl bosses.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
just badass chicks.
She's just a badass. And like the thing is that she didn't start off as a badass. Like she works her way up into being like, it's even the part where she like bandages him up and he's like, look, you did a solid job. Like bandaging
nice
me
field
up. She's like,
dressing.
it's my first time.
First one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like all of that just, it works so well. And even just the fact of my wife had never seen this before and she was watching it with me and she was like, this is really cool that they made the decision in this movie all the way back in the 80s to be like, we're not going to go back and kill the leader of the rebellion when he's born, or like we're gonna go for his mom and make her the hero. Like that's so creative, that's so cool, and it is an awesome like revolutionary idea for this film, and I think it really just works well, and a lot of these modern writers need to freaking take notes.
Bingo. Like the character development of Sarah Connor being that kind of like ditzy waitress at a diner, just hanging out with her girlfriend, her boyfriend, and then all of a sudden it's like, and even when Kyle Reese is trying to save her and she kind of starts to trust Kyle Reese because he saved her at the club, but then when they're in the car and he's telling her about it, she's like, so you're from the future? He's like, yes, I'm from the future and I'm best friends with your son, John Connor. She's like, yeah, okay, and tries to leave.
Jump out of the car.
She tries to jump out of the car and he's like, no, fucking listen to me. Like, and that character towards the end of the movie where she's like trapped and she's running away with Kyle Reese. And she even at a point when they're in the car and they Kyle Reese, I think he got shot or something, and the Terminator's chasing them. She's trying to help him. And then the Terminator's right there about to run him over. She fucking shoves him and fucking pushes him aside and runs away. She's like, fuck you, Kyle. I'm saving myself.
At one point, she's like, get it together, soldier. She hit the point. And it was interesting, too, at the end, you catch it where she puts it into perspective and she's like, we had like we only had a few hours together, whatever. Like she, like it was literally like,
but we lived a lifetime.
We lived a lifetime. It's just, it's good. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
So, Blaine, I have your review up here if you want to read it and give your thoughts and your review on it real quick.
Yeah, I definitely can. And we've touched on a good bit of it. But basically, I said 80s action, sci-fi, 6 synthwave music, revolutionary story and ideas, a man tasked with saving humanity at all cost, a properly written female hero. What more could you ask for? All of this is not to mention that we are now staring down the barrel of our likely AI overlords takeover during the same years of the movie's apocalypse. And so that is the thing. Did y'all realize that literally like the year that he gives was last year?
Yep.
Where he comes from, still wild. The Terminator still stands out as one of the greats even after 40 years. It might have some dated effects, but who cares? It was ahead of its time, and when it was released, and it still looks sick. The only real loss of points for me is that Arnold, while very intimidating, can be a bit difficult to take seriously. His acting wasn't quite there yet. And it's not really a flaw, but as good as this film is, I think that T2 is even better and improves on everything built here. And that is my big thing, is that T2, I know how much better this can get. So it doesn't click out that 100%er for me. It's not the top tier because it can get even better. But the character of Kyle Reese is actually the unsung hero of this film. And I feel he doesn't get the love he deserves. Arnold and Linda stand out so much and carry on through the series, so he just gets forgotten. His character arc was great, and the acting from Michael Biehn is killer. So I was right there with you, Beardo. This is a killer start to a franchise that is a Terminator in itself, for good or for bad. I doubt anyone would regret a rewatch or a revisit, even decades later, because we're 40 years out now. So
Yeah, you nailed it. Kyle Reese really is the hero main character of the first Terminator movie. But unfortunately, because of Arnold and Linda Hamilton, he kind of gets overshadowed a little bit in a movie where I genuinely think he's the main character. Xwing, we got your review here.
Okay, it's always difficult to go back and rate a movie like The Terminator after knowing what this movie birthed. While T2 will always be my favorite, the original still hangs with the best of them. While I wouldn't consider this as much of a manly as fuck movie as a suspense thriller, Arnold absolutely adds the flair needed for this to make the list. Explosions, gunfights, car chases, death-dealing robots, who could ask for anything more? Admittedly, knowing what I know now, some of my favorite parts of rewatching this is going over in my head everything else that we've gotten out of the Terminator verse and listening to Kyle and Sarah talk about it in the script long before they knew how iconic it all would be. Definitely worth a watch. Then go watch Terminator 2.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And I did an 84 as an Easter egg.
84%. Blaine gave it a 91. And here's my review. I'm not as wordy as you guys. I gave it a 90, and I said the Terminator is a great 80s action flick. Arnold at his best, including Michael Biehn as Kyle Reese, really put this movie over the top as a manly as fuck movie. 9 out of 10.
Nice.
And we got to see Linda Hamilton's tits.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that was in the movie.
Boobies.
Yep.
Boobies. That's why I put where's nudity and sexual content a bit, and I put boobs.
Yeah, I put a bit as well.
Boobs. Yep. And Arnold's ass cheeks.
Yeah.
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 And the shadow hog.
His shadow hog. His shadow hog. But yeah, man, final thoughts on Terminator 1. Great movie, great setup for a better sequel. I loved it, man. Kyle Reese, Michael Biehn nailed it as Kyle Reese. I think he's the true main character. And that revolving door paradox of Kyle Reese being John Connor's father, best friend. Was he his father to begin with? Maybe he was. And that's kind of left to the viewer's interpretation of the kind of story that they want to build in their head, which I like movies like that. No, Christopher Nolan's really good at that. Leaving an open door at the end of like people making their own interpretation and theories of the story. I think Terminator kind of doesn't get enough love for kind of the story that Kyle Reese has with his revolving door of a paradox. Like, what's going on? Has he always been John Connor's dad? Is he John Connor's dad now in this new timeline? What's going on here? So I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
I for sure I appreciate the ending of this a lot, the ending of the movie, just because there's so much like hidden messaging there in the fact that as they're in the final confrontation with the robot, they use the robots to confuse the robot, and then what ultimately ends up killing the robot is the human operating another robot. You know what I mean? They use the machines to hide under cover, and then at the end of it, she winds up using a machine to squash the machine. I thought that was great, and it was just a good way for her to wind up. Reese is the hero, but she finishes the job. You know what I mean? They don't make her like a super girl boss that's going to kill a killer robot. She manages to barely escape with her life and uses a machine to crush it. I just really appreciated it. I liked it.
Yeah. What do you got here, Mike?
I agree. I just I pulled up our list since we drug our feet last time, and I know you're going to be out of town. You got a lot going on. And if you have not checked out, this list is on my account. You can just search Manly AF and you'll find it in Criticless. But this is the list we got so far. Now, we have been operating in a way in which on Monday Hangover, money talks on Monday Hangover. Maybe that might be a good idea over here. If you guys have something you want us to review that takes priority, it might be on this list, something y'all want us to do, then let us know. And,
gangs in New York.
Well, here we go. How about we do this? The first $50 super chat suggestion for a manly as fuck movie is the next movie that we're going to watch. And if we don't get a 50, then Blaine is going to decide. Blaine will just decide the next manly as fuck movie. If we don't get a 50, the first 50 will decide the next movie that's on this list, or in your interpretation, what is a manly as fuck movie that isn't necessarily maybe on this list. But the first 50 we will review on the next manly as fuck movies bro science review.
Somebody had me put Benchwarmers on there. I've just been putting what's requested. So I thought that was an odd one, but I think it was because we didn't have any manly comedies.
We gotta put Rocky on here too.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
How is Rocky not on this list?
And by the way, our lists are pretty fun and easy to edit here. You can just click and drag stuff around, and it's easy to do. And yeah, you're right about Rocky.
Llama Pajamas says, Beardo, what about the 50 I sent for the Lord of the Rings extended versions? So here's the thing. For the Lord of the Rings extended versions, I think we're going to do that on Geeks and Gamers Locals. So I don't want to double up. Llama Pajamas. I don't want to double up. I believe that we are going to do Lord of the Rings over on Geeks and Gamers Locals as watch parties. So I don't want to double up. So,
well,
but if we watch it over on Locals, then we can absolutely review it over here. It could be a double whammy, I guess. We can double up, I guess. So that'll just be.
Do we remember who did that? That 50? Do we remember?
Llama Pajamas. What about the 50 I sent? Yeah, he said, what about the 50 I sent for Lord of the Rings? So when we watch Lord of the Rings on Locals, we will review it here on the Bro Science Manly as Fuck Movies. So, but we will take suggestions.
3 full fucking weeks of.
You're right.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. So we will take suggestions on. We'll do a $50 super chat for the suggestion. Or Blaine will just choose.
Yeah. All right.
So
easy enough. And I'll try to, if I end up picking it, I'll try to pick one that is somewhere that we can watch it. And I don't know if you guys have a preference or anything that you're leaning towards. I know that wasn't it both of you that said that you have not seen The Gentleman and you haven't seen Nobody?
Gentleman.
We have the next one. Mark of Reality with a 50. Says the Patriot.
This movie
says the Patriot, and Dr. Daisuke with the 50 says once were warriors. Holy shit! Panda Samoa with the 50 says Pitch Black or Red Dawn.
Okay,
we'll add them to the list. We'll add them to the list.
What's once were warriors?
We'll add them to the list. So we have the Patriot. I'm sure that's already on there. That's number 1 right there.
Yeah.
The Patriot.
What did we say? Red Dawn.
Red Dawn. And Once Were Warriors.
I don't know Once Were Warriors.
I've never seen it.
Unless that's We Were Soldiers.
Oh, I think I already have Red Dawn on here somewhere. Okay, so.
Yeah, let's move Red Dawn up to the top.
Did y'all see it? I was looking for it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. Boom.
Okay. And we could take Terminator off.
And,
all right. And what was the other one?
Once Were Warriors.
Never heard of it.
I haven't either.
I haven't either.
Was this it?
Yeah.
The 1994 film? Is that?
I'm assuming.
Let us know.
Yeah.
I'll add
Dr. Daisuke, is that the one?
Oh, it's a New Zealand. I thought that looked like Django Fett up there. I can't quite tell if that's Tamara Morrison or not.
Okay.
All right.
So we have some suggestions. The Patriot, Once Were Warriors, Pitch Black, or Red Dawn. So we will get those. Those will be the next 4, I guess, that we do.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys.
Shout
out to you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Right.
Well, there you go. That was our manly as fuck movie segment of the week. Terminator 1. So
heck yeah.
That has been manly as fuck movie.
I'm not too sure.
Over the sea, Wooden Walker landing in New Jersey. Details in just a moment.
There's a tempest in the
Oh,
damn it, thank you, bro. Couldn't go. There we go.
Hell yeah, boys. Hell yeah. All right, let's
That's
power
it.
through these super chats because we are at the 2-hour mark, so we're going to have to wrap it up soon. Xwing, do you remember where you left off? Did we get Deborah's 20? Deborah Perkins 20?
Yes.
Out of my guys, Blaine, so much love and respect and support always. Thank you, Beardo and Xwing. We got those?
Yeah, we're past that.
The Barbers with a 5. Got to show some love to Bro Science. Just finished my round. Shot as solid 80.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got to
Wizard Man. This is where we're at. Vault 95.
Yeah.
Vault 95 with a 109 says, I'm late. You said to remind you about an ab workout advice. Okay. Ab workout advice. Rocky 4, my favorite ab workout is on a flat bench. You hold the flat bench back with your hands on the back of the flat bench, and then you do leg lifts. Leg lifts on the edge of a flat bench, and you do leg lifts off of that. I love that ab workout. The ab crunch machine where you can actually put the add weight. Ab crunch machine's great. And also going to a cable machine, put a rope on it. You get on your knees and you hold the rope here, and then you do crunches on the ground while you're on your knees. Those are some of my favorite ab workouts. But my number one is on a flat bench. You hang your legs off the edge of the flat bench. You hold it like this, and then you do leg lifts off of it, just like Rocky did in Rocky 4. That's
Another great one. Get some torque on it is take a barbell, get some weight on the end of it, lay one end of the barbell on the ground and hold the other end. And then you can do twists with the barbell, and that gets the sides, gets the obs.
The obliques. And obliques, I like taking a kettlebell and just holding it on your side and doing this.
Yeah, those
just
suck.
doing this while you're holding it, and then you switch it. You switch the kettlebell, and then you go this side. That's good for the obliques too. So thank you, Vault95 with the 199 dubs with a 10. I'm late. I was playing Hogwarts.
God, I love that game.
It's so good.
I love that game to death.
Don't get me started on Hogwarts Legacy. I will rip it to shreds.
What?
So
it's so ridiculous.
You guys have anywhere to be for the next 15 minutes?
Shit takes the beardo starting right now.
Hogwarts Legacy. The outrage for Hogwarts Legacy was one of the most retarded things I've ever seen. Because the game is inherently woke from top to bottom. With the non-gendered dialogue, with the body type A or B, and with the transgendered bartender. But here's the thing. The woke left said, this is Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling, and J.K. Rowling doesn't like trans, so we're going to boycott this game. Mm-hmm. Although the game was made for them. The game was made for the lefties. But because J.K. Rowling is Harry Potter, we're going to boycott this game. So what does the right do? What does the right wing do? Oh, well, the left wing is boycotting it. What do we need to do? We need to buy multiple copies for this game. We're going to send this game up into the fucking stratosphere. We're going to buy 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of this game to support J.K. Rowling while not realizing that the game is inherently woke. It's a woke fucking game. The game is non-gender dialogue, fucking modern speech, fucking transgender bartender, but just because of the retarded left was going to boycott it because of J.K. Rowling, the retarded right is going to fucking counter protest it by buying multiple copies for it. Both sides are fucking retarded. Both sides were stupid. And the game, I'm sure the gameplay's fine, but from my understanding, it's kind of dull.
Fuck no, it's awesome.
No, it's great. I loved it. It's now I will say you're not wrong about the political aspects of it.
Yeah.
That's there. Granted, it was not shoved down your throat. It was kind of like you could hand wave it away for the most part. Yeah. But I do agree that everybody's retarded, for sure. But yeah, no, I actually really enjoyed it. I like 100%ed it, and I since having kids don't do that nearly as much as I'd like, and so which granted it left my screen, but I just yesterday picked up Monster Hunter Wilds, and nice. I'm starting on it, so we'll see how literally just started creating my character. So
yeah, everybody was fucking screaming left, right, center. Everyone's like, and I'm like on my fucking broomstick flying down the Hogwarts Express track, like not giving a fuck. There are battles that I will absolutely fight, but to have the chance to go to fucking Hogwarts and be a student, sorry.
Yeah, that's same. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so it was one of those things. It's like we haven't had this opportunity in this level of quality ever.
I get the appeal. I do get the appeal. What turned me off was the retarded boycott, protest, counter protest approach of it, and I'm just like, fuck all of it. Fuck all of it. I'm not playing this game. Fuck it. I don't care. I love Harry Potter, but I don't love it that much to. I don't know. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, and whoever played it and who enjoyed it, I'm happy for you guys. Thank you for the $10. Grant Potato with the 5. When Beardo went to introduce himself to the Down syndrome kid, he was just looking at himself in a mirror. It's like that clip. It's like that clip that we were talking about. I'm retarded.
In Quantum Leap.
In Quantum Leap, I'm retarded. Opens up the closet door in the mirror. He's the fucking Down syndrome kid. Mark of reality with the $2. It depends upon how seedy and sketchy the bar is.
Oh, to send beer back? Yeah.
Darth Gavel with the 5. Have y'all seen the geneticist? Have y'all seen that geneticist have extinct direwolves? Yes.
That's wild, dude.
That's awesome,
and they're claiming
man.
they're going to do it to mammoths. Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they're saying
Mammoths.
they're doing mammoths next.
So Forrest Galante, is it Galante?
A T-Rex.
Well, yeah. We're getting close. We're getting close
That's if you believe
to
in
Jurassic
dinosaurs,
Park.
Okay. Let's just
Blaine, that's incredibly based of you, and I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
What did you say?
Based.
He knows
That's
the
incredibly
conspiracy.
based.
What?
Yeah. It's that. Well, you go ahead, Beardo. You're good.
Dinosaurs is a complete fabrication.
No.
Dinosaurs never existed. It's a fabrication. They just take a whole bunch of epoxy and resin, and they take every dinosaur fossil that you have ever seen in a museum is all fake. It's all epoxy and resin. It's all man-made. And if you see archaeologists and paleontologists like digging up dinosaur bones, it's really just other mammals that they find, and they're trying to play fucking a jigsaw puzzle with fucking different animal parts and trying to build the dinosaur and make it make sense. Dinosaurs are kind of bullshit.
They're kind of bullshit.
It's
wild. It's a weird rabbit hole you'll go down.
The minority on this one.
The whole thing started because two scientists were basically, or archaeologists were competing to basically beat each other to the punch, and it landslid into this whole dinosaur thing. It goes way back. It's part of like it's a huge conspiracy to really rabbit hole to dig down into. But once you start it, just saying,
I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just saying it's interesting. Like Norman Conquest says, Beardo, what shape is the Earth? The shape the Earth is a sphere, okay? The Earth is a sphere. Norman Conquest, I brought you into this world, man. You were on my stream. You're my Alfred. Norman Conquest. I thought we were friends, man.
I think
what are we doing?
I just think I don't think dinosaurs looked anything like what we think they looked like. So like the Jurassic Park stuff, I don't think to a degree.
Now they're saying they're like feathered.
They were feathered like
100%.
birds.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs were feathered like birds,
chickens.
apparently.
100%.
Yeah, giant chickens.
Have you seen that freaking dinosaur bird that still exists?
Pull it up.
Oh my god, dude! This thing is like. This makes more sense as to what a dinosaur like would have looked like. Dinosaur bird. What are these things called?
Have you guys seen that
stork?
Have you guys seen the demon owl?
No.
Dude, there's this owl that looks like a fucking demon straight out of hell, bro. It's dude, like it gave me the fucking heebie-jeebies when I seen this fucking owl. Looks like a demon. Oh, this thing. Yeah, I've seen that.
Bird with a death
was that a shoe bill?
that will haunt you in your
Yeah,
dreams.
dude, these
Wooden
things are
frog-shaped
insane,
bill,
bro.
Which is an adaptation for catching and holding large fish.
We
But
have
is
a
also known
Criticless user that regularly memes and gifts shoe bills. Just
Dude,
staring.
dude, the noises this thing makes. Oh my god, bro.
they routinely reach 5 feet in height, and they're
That thing's 5 feet tall. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. Well, dude, just think about it. Like alligators and sharks, those things are dinosaurs.
Yeah, gators.
Those things are, dude, like several hundreds of thousands of years old, bro. They're
Christ.
fucking dinosaurs, dude. Prehistoric, man.
So
and
there
what
you go.
makes it? What makes a dinosaur a dinosaur?
The era in which it was.
Yeah, but it's like, was it reptilian or was it the time period? What was it? The time period?
I think
What
it's gotta
makes
be
a
time period
dinosaur-
now, since they keep changing their story as far as if they were reptilian or if they were bird-like or if they were, well, probably it's like the thing recently with the pyramids and how they have the big fucking things going 1,000,000 feet into the ground that they just discovered. It's like they
Those
just change this stuff willy-nilly.
springs and coils that are fucking miles beneath the pyramids.
Yeah,
it's
it's
weird,
a time
man.
period thing because I mean they call plenty of like ocean-going creatures dinosaurs as well.
Yeah, so like, and that's my question. Like, what makes a dinosaur a dinosaur? Was it the reptilian, like land mammals that are dinosaurs, or was it the time period? Are sharks technically dinosaurs? Are alligators technically dinosaurs? Like, which one is it? Is it reptilian land mammals that lived millions of years ago, or is it the time period, the Jurassic era? Because sharks were around then. So which one is it? Who knows?
It's the time period.
So sharks are dinosaurs then?
I mean, a distant relative, right?
I guess it's crazy, man. Dude, just think of sharks. Sharks are a fucking engineered killing machine. That's all they do. They fuck and they kill.
Kind of like humans.
That's all they do. Have you ever seen what a female shark looks like?
Shark.
Battle scarred, scars all over them. Their fucking gills and fins are fucking torn apart. They're barely fucking being kept together. Could you imagine what sharks look like when they're fucking? Like the damage that is done. And it's only female sharks. No, that's the thing. It's only female sharks that look like that have the battle scars on them where their gills are shredded, their fins are barely hanging on, their eyes are fucking gouged out and fucking blind. It's only the female sharks. So when sharks are getting it on, that fucking male shark is fucking them up.
I hadn't thought about it.
Right.
Yeah.
This was when he was doing his research on if he was really going to punch one before he died.
Oh yeah.
He was researching, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm going to fight a male one because he's the pussy." So
yeah, there you go.
I gotta go after the male one.
Hell has no fury like a woman's corner. Got to stay away from that.
I'm just a subscriber with a $2. Says drink local, drink craft. I love craft beer.
Yeah,
love craft beer. Alex McCarthy with a 2. Terminator says enter code Beardo. Yes. Shout out to Meta PCs. You can use code Beardo to save on a Meta PC. Shout out. Beardo's Dorito shaped body with the $2. I left Covercast for you, Beardo. Or.
Oh,
thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You can't keep getting away with this.
Leave it to Jeremy to do a Covercast over bro science. What a fucking asshole. Haikiro with the $5. Reese was always the father. The tech from the first Terminator created Skynet. In my opinion, closed loop. Yeah. Yep. It's hard to argue against that. Rachel Hill with the 9 months. That's why John Connor knew he had to send Kyle Reese. Kyle knew John sent him for a reason, but thought it was because John trusted him. So John knew that Kyle Reese was his father the entire time.
Yeah, I think he did. Which is wild. He's just like, I got to quickly bang one out before I die.
Yeah.
Got to get my son out of here,
Yep. And he timed it up perfectly when Sarah was ovulating.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a champ.
He had to time the time travel perfectly when she was ovulating. Thank you, Rachel Hill, for the 9 months. Grand Potato with a 5. John always knew Kyle was his father. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Ort with $1. Thank you. Mark of Reality with a 5. Timelines are supposedly self-correcting with hard points. If they didn't meet because of the time loop, they would have met for a different reason.
There you go.
Grand Potato with the 199 pitch black. We got that on the list. Warbreer with a 2 says Death Wish.
Is that
we
the
can
one
add
with
that to the
car?
list.
Death Wish?
So there are 2 Death Wish movies, if I remember right. But I'm guessing that they're talking about the first one. Because there was one that came out in 74.
And one in 18.
Yeah.
Mark of Reality with that 50 recommended The Patriot. Dr. Daisuke with the 50 says Once We Were Warriors. And Panda Simone with the 50 recommended Pitch Black and Red Dawn.
Shout out for those 50s.
Shout out for the back to back $50. Margaret Riggle with a 5. Do y'all always leave your ladies wanting more? That's what it feels like when a Bro Science episode ends. More, please. I leave my ladies very satisfied.
Beardo's gonna go live talking about
Very
shark sex
satisfied.
for the next 2 hours.
Shark boobies. Thank you, Margaret Riggle, for the
Oh, shit,
$5.
Rick.
Did you do that?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to click something else.
Golden Nuggets with a 2. Been busy training. Featured in short video on Insta. Hell yeah, man.
Nice.
Shout out. Thank you, Golden Nuggets, for the $2 in the update. Grand Potato with the 199. Next, you're going to tell us the Earth is flat. I never said that. I never
Maybe
said
hollow. Maybe mega.
Ooh,
but not
hollow
flat.
Earth. Hollow Earth. Huh?
Yeah.
Hollow Earth. That's why they were able to build the mile long coils
There you
under
go.
the
See?
pyramids.
You know, none
Right.
of that is like substantiated at all.
What,
They
the
just have
coils
like a
under the
LiDAR
pyramids?
picture that shows a smudge, and everyone's like, "There are large coils with boxes underneath it." Like none of that is substantiated at all. It's just a smear.
Huh.
I don't know. I want to believe it.
Yeah. I
Beardo's
do too.
Dorito shaped body with the $2. I'm with Beardo on Hogwarts. Thank you. I don't think I'm the only one. Doc the Butcher became a new channel member. Thank you for the commitment, Doc the Butcher. Shout out.
Oh.
And we are all caught up on super chats. Thank you guys so much for another very special Bro Science episode 49. Talking a little bit of Terminator, talking a little bit of ass and titties with the boys. You love to see it. Shout out to you guys. Xwing, what do you got going on, man?
I'm taking the rest of the day off. So I'm going to go grill some meat, smoke a cigar, and have myself a beverage. And then I will see you guys back on Thursday night. Beardo and I are going to be playing PGA ahead of the upcoming Masters tournament. We're going to be playing a fan-made course of Augusta National.
Yep.
Ooh.
For the big cheese.
Oh, yeah.
$1,000 buy-in fee. So it should be very interesting.
Yep. So Thursday, tomorrow night, we're going to be playing PGA 2K25 on Fear the Beardo and Xwing. So that'll be a lot of fun. Tonight, Geeks and Gamers, Mario Kart over on Geeks and Gamers Play. I think I'm hosting. I don't know. Maybe Jeremy's hosting. I don't know. I need to figure it out. But anyways, regardless, I'll be there. Blaine from Criticless, thank you for being here again. What do you got going on, man?
I am currently about to leave here and go see a new
Minecraft,
movie, which I've already seen it, and I'm catching lots of shit for liking it.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. I had a lot of fun. All I got to say is, if you're like a 2000s kid that liked Napoleon Dynamite, it's Napoleon Dynamite as shit. Like, and it's by the same guy, which makes sense. It's the same director. So, I mean, there's lots of tater tots in the movie. Not even joking. So you know, there's that. But no, I'm going to go see. Oh my god, now I'm blanking on the movie that's coming out. It's a Warfare, the new film that's coming out. It's about it's a military movie. It's a like hour and a half long. Basically, it's from these multiple dudes' perspectives of an event that happened during. I'm not exactly sure. I'm trying to stay away from trailers and stuff, but apparently it's fantastic. It is a war movie. I'm hearing good things, so I'm going to see that tonight. And I'm not 100% sure. I'm like I said, I've tried to stay away from anything about it. Just yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I think this takes place during the 2000s, so I'm guessing that it was Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, something. But looks really good. So I'll be dropping a review on the Criticless Cast channel by morning, so you'll know at least to some degree whether or not you should or shouldn't see it. I think it's going to be awesome, especially with who's directing it and everything. So I'll be dropping that this week, and then I might even drop another review actually on top up following up that. There's a new Angel Studios film, and so it's a Easter movie, so I might be reviewing that this week. So yeah, just movie reviews happening this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on Criticless Cast.
There you go. So go subscribe to Criticless Cast. Go download Criticless on Apple and on Android. That's where we're reviewing all of our movies. And I see Norman Conquest here. Says trigger happy with Alec Baldwin's finger live in 30 minutes. Norman Conquest. I thought we were friends. I think we're still friends. I am going to raid Alec Baldwin's finger.
Nice.
Over to your show. I'm going to raid our raiders over to your show. But Norman Conquest, I want you to be nice to me, man. Okay? I want you to be nice to me. I brought you into this world, brother. I put you on my stream. You're my Alfred. You're my Alfred, man, okay? You're supposed to have my back. I'm going to go ahead and raid Alec Baldwin's finger so you guys have a good time with Trigger Happy with Alec Baldwin's finger, Norman Conquest and company. And yeah, so shout out to the mods, the members, everybody who super chatted today, all the recommitments, member messages, and the gifted memberships. Thank you guys so much. Bro Science episode 49. We had a great time today. Shout out to you guys. And we will see you guys Monday?
Probably
Monday?
Probably Monday.
Monday? Because I'm traveling next week, so we're going to have to do Bro Science early on Monday. So here's your official announcement. Bro Science on Monday. And but until then, remember, the man who says he can and the man who says he can't are both usually right. Don't be fat. Don't be gay. We'll catch you next week for Bro Science on a Monday. Bro Science.
Son of a